A mother demands her 6-year-old son's school take Sleeping Beauty off the curriculum because the princess does not give consent to be kissed and woken up by the prince.
I'm backing her. If you're going to take a hard line, take the hard line. That story about Sleeping Beauty, man kisses the woman who's asleep. She's unconscious. She's in what is basically a coma.
Yes.
All I'm saying is, if we're going to get down in the DMs, we need to talk about certain things, because I was saying on Twitter the other day, we need to talk about Goldilocks that's teething up everybody's food in the house.
Yes.
That's actually telling you how to be a thief.
Okay.
What other ones is there, man? Because Wes put a couple in the group, innit? I can't remember which ones he was putting there. But definitely I know that, what's her name? The little teeth in Ross.
He said Little Red Riding Hood, catfishing, kidnapping
Goldilocks.
and murder. And Goldilocks breaking an entry and squatting.
Yeah. Let me tell you why Goldilocks itself is the ultimate white supremacist story. Yeah.
Right? Wait, I'm going. I'm gonna see this.
Because she got the blonde hair.
Well, because she's blonde. She's a white blonde woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
The most dangerous of species for the black man. Yeah.
Kò tí ì fẹ́ sílẹ̀, ojoojúmọ́ ó máa lọ ẹ́. Tó bá wálé lálẹ́ ọkàn rẹ̀ á ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó bá tún jáde lálẹ́ ọkàn rẹ̀ á ṣe dẹ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀. Kó tó di bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi máa dúró síbẹ̀. The thing goes kúrúrà, pàápàá, skibidi papa, àlejò skia, kudu. Kì í ṣọkọ rẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi máa snow.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents, and other small insects. Welcome to another episode of the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast. In the house. This is number 48. I am Stavros Boss, your host. And in the room with me tonight, we have...
Big Wahalas in the building, people. Blessings be.
And we have...
Every time I sex you, when you got me up, I call you back, girl. Cause I wanna be with you. You grip me with the thing with the under your flag, girl. I will never leave you alone. I want you by my side. And the reason I'm ringing your phone, call me one to tell you what the tight. Yes. Simple Simon's in the building.
Some people are fully calling people to tell them pom-pom is tight.
Yes, so that is it.
Yeah, but Ninja Man.
What happened to him?
Ninja Man's in jail, bruv.
Again.
For murder.
Again.
How many times murder somebody that is again?
Hey, Ninja Man's been done.
Him and his whole family.
Jesus.
Him and his 2 children they went to go kill somebody together. That's like a family outing, innit?
My God.
How old are his children?
I don't even know.
One of his youths is a big man. I know that for sure. Like a big man.
Ninja Man's face always looks confused and bothered at the same time.
He's the most...
Do you know which one is Ninja Man?
The one that looks like a Billy Goat Gruff.
Yes.
Raw.
He's ugly, like.
Yes.
Raw.
Like, Shabba is an acquired taste, but Ninja Man is ugly.
Goddamn 47.
You missed that, unfortunately.
I know, man. What can you do?
All right. DJ Webslinger and Mr. Wolf are not in the house tonight. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. So it's just the three of us. It's just the three of us. Yes. All right. How's your week been? It's just the three of us, so we can talk about it. You weren't here, Simple Simon. So
yeah.
How you been? You got exposed as to where you were. So
yeah,
I heard. Man got big mouth out of here, innit?
Yeah, not far around.
Man is hot. Yeah, I was out in the dunya. Mad thing. It was eventful, bruv. It's eventful. I'll give it that much.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm alright. I'm back in one piece. They didn't mistake me for no Al Qaedas, so it's all good.
Nah, not with the hair.
Bruv, you'd be surprised, mate.
Did they bother you at customs?
No. I got, like I'm saying, I got through like properly okay.
They didn't think it was smuggling marijuana.
Most of the TSA are black in it, so they were like, yeah, what it is, fam.
When I went to where you went,
yeah,
same airport, I'm assuming, because I left from same here. That's the time when Rana got. In fact, let me just say the story. I'll say the story.
Go ahead.
So we went to Texas, US of A, 2008. A year after the Twin Towers was 2007, innit?
Boy,
no, 2001 was Twin Towers.
Yeah, 2001.
Anyways, America's still on high alert. Dirty South America is not exactly the nicest place in the world. Anyways,
no, it is not.
They're not the most accommodating. And Rana is an Asian.
Yeah.
Could be passed for an Arab in America if they don't understand nothing, which they don't.
Yeah.
No offense to the American listeners, but you're not exactly
Learned.
well versed in the difference between South Asian and Arab.
He does look like an Arab at times. He can pass for an Arab, a Turk.
Yeah.
He can pass for them all.
Rana's one of them that can pass for anybody. Anyways, so we went there, and like I said, back then this was one of my first trips overseas, like proper. Like I said, I was a late traveller. So I've gone into, and Rana's like a well-seasoned traveller. So he's younger than me, but he's well-seasoned. So we've gone there, we're in immigration. Now, him as a well-seasoned person, he's just there waiting to go through long-ass queue. And there's me on my first proper holiday, take out my camera.
You can't do that.
And he's like, bro, put the camera away, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what's wrong? I'm just taking pictures. You can't take pictures, man. What's wrong with you? Don't you understand these people? And then the man comes and says, sorry, can you put your camera away? I say, oh, sorry, I didn't know. He's like, no, you can't take pictures. I say, all right, cool, put my camera away.
Yeah.
2 twos now, 5 minutes later, they come and take the two of us and say, we want to check Rana. Could you come with us, please? I said, what about me? We're together. He's like, well, you can go to the front, but we're taking him with us. Now, this is why we missed our flight. This is so I can claim that I spent the night in Texas because I actually had to Dallas. I had to spend time there because we missed our next flight because he came out the room an hour or so later. So we missed our connecting flight to Mexico. And all I can ever think of with this image, I don't know for sure because I haven't spoken to him what happened.
Oh, this time.
All I ever think of is, you know, when they in them programs where they get the glove, and they put.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of. So when he came out, he had his luggage with him. He's like, "Let's just go."
Let me get the joke thing.
And that was it.
Let me get the joke thing. He can't have gone with Rana in 2007 because I went with Rana in 2000. No, you said
2008.
2008. Nah, he went 2008.
2008.
I went with Rana in 2007
To where?
to America, and you went with Rana before I went with Rana.
No, it's 2008. That's the first time I went on.
No.
Oh man,
I don't
Me
remember
and Rana went to LA in 2007. I know this already. And you know what happened when we got to the LA airport?
What? The same shit.
They took him out of the lineup and took him somewhere else again. Left us all there and took him away. I was like, oh, bad. He's like, oh. He even said, oh, man, they're going to take me. I said, what do you mean? They did. They went and they came and took him away. He wasn't that long though. There was just like a quick talk and search or whatever.
But the deep thing is, it was me that was taking the pictures, you know, and they still went and took him.
Yeah, but you're
I got extra search. I got extra search at.
They took you out the line.
Yeah, I got extra search at. It was even weirder. I got the extra search at this end.
You might have had something in your bag.
No, nothing to do with that. I got the extra search at this end. So they, as we are queuing up to get on the plane on the gate now, I'm going through
on the gate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. They're going on deep, like on the gate. So, you know, you got to show your boarding pass before you go on. Show the boarding pass now. Woman taps it in the computer. Oh, sorry, sir. We're doing random checks. So, could you I'm gonna pass your details over to this person over there, and somebody's gonna come down and do random checks with you. And I just looked at the woman. And I said, random checks. Oh yeah, they're random. I said, no, they're not random. You know they're not random. So then she walked over to the side, and I sat down. The man who was coming to take me now comes and says, oh. He's walking away. Yeah, follow me, sir. I said, yeah, so we can do these random checks. He goes, no, they're not random. The America told us to check you again. I said, what? He said, yeah. America give us the list of people that they're going to check again.
Is this as you're coming back?
This is on the way there.
It's the name, innit?
I haven't even left the UK yet.
They said, "Who is Simple Simon?"
My dog.
Trust me. So after I've already gone through main security and I'm on the gate, I now have to take off everything again.
That's long, man.
And they wipe down thing and then put you through the machine to check all of this. Bruv, it's long.
Did I ever tell you about the time that my dad kicked off in the airport because they wanted to search my mum because she's got metal in her? Because my mum's got metal, got metal hips, yeah. So she must have went through and beeped in it. So if it beeps, you do what you normally do.
We weren't there though, were we?
I was there.
No, this is when they're coming back from America.
Nah, I was there, man. I was there when he kicked off.
Well,
I was there. He kicked off more than once. That's the point. He kicks off all the time.
All right, yeah, because the time I remember is when they come back from the States.
He had a piece of paper from the doctor that he thought meant something, yeah?
Yeah.
So the piece of paper basically, he wrote down this basically to say that, she's got metal.
Yeah.
And he was thinking, that, I don't know why he thought that, but he just thought that would be enough to show the people, that she's got metal in there, so leave her alone type thing.
Yeah.
But obviously, she goes through, it scans. What they do is they have to make sure and check to see everything's all right. So they just went and did the extra, they must have taken them into the room to do the extra, the
swab thing and the one, didn't it?
Yeah, the one type thing, blah, 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 blah. I just say, what are you doing? Kicking off. Have the pepper. That's really the doctor. I was like, what's this man doing? I was saying to this, I had to tell him, look, you're gonna be the one that's gonna make us not be able to fly anyway, you know. I don't care. Did it? And then eventually my mum's like, what you did? Like, they didn't even do anything. It was like 5 seconds. He's vexed now. He's still vexed. The whole journey he's vexed.
Yeah, I like it.
Then he did it on the way back as well. When he came back from Nigeria.
I like the kick-off nature. I like it.
When he kicked off from Nigeria, what they tried to put some white people in front of us. He kicked off.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Oyibo, don't go in front of them. They must have shown them the British passport that we have. The kind of British passport they're going in front. I was like, calm down.
Yeah,
no one's gonna let them go.
Let
past
him
anyway.
kick off, man.
The white man just took his step back nicely. Like, I don't want problems in this country.
No, yeah, you gotta let him go, man.
That was the same time that I saw a woman try to travel to Amsterdam with a rice bag full of weave.
Bruv, oh my God. Bruv,
That was her luggage.
Amsterdam was the next one, yeah? I was on the way to Nigeria and connecting flight, innit? Stopped in Amsterdam. I'm flying, when I get to Amsterdam now, I gave them my Nigerian passport. Bruv, the woman wasn't even on the desk. She was like, you know, like they got, if your queue's long, they've got people that pre-check and all that.
Yeah.
So she's standing there pre-checking. She's holding my Nigerian passport, bruv, and she's checking the integrity of the pages of my passport.
Why are you giving? Even I would just like, I'll look at you like,
No.
why are you giving me your
I did it on
Nigerian
purpose. So I'm standing there waiting. She's there going through the pages. She's looked at the pages. She's gone from one end of the book to the other end of the
Yeah,
book.
but there's a reason why.
Wait.
Have you got? Because if you have a Nigerian passport, you didn't need to have a what's it called?
Just wait. So she's gone from one end of the book to the other end of the book. And I'm standing there waiting for her to say something. She ain't said a word. Not one word. So then, while she's going through the book for the third time now, I'm like, I must have just put my hand in my pocket and I just put my English passport in my hand. I didn't even hand it to her. She's like, oh, yeah, that one's better. And I'm like, why is it better?
Well, it is better because if you
Don't
have a Nigerian
wait.
one, you have to have a permit.
No,
Not permit. What's it called?
A visa.
A visa.
But she's not saying that to me. She's saying that she trusts the British passport more than the Nigerian passport.
Okay.
She never mentioned the
Let me
word
ask you-
visa at all.
Let me ask you a question, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, you're doing business, yeah? You have a business. Somebody comes to you and some of it involves passport, right? It involves passport and it involves the integrity of a passport and whatever. Somebody wants to buy £250,000 worth of goods from you and they want to come with their Nigerian passport and they've got a British passport. Which one would you think it has more integrity to you, personally?
Integrity to me personally.
Yes, which one would you look at?
The Nigerian one.
I'm
Blatantly.
I just got a Nigerian passport in 5 minutes.
What do you mean you got a
I
Nigerian
paid for a Nigerian passport and was recognized as a Nigerian citizen by somebody. Somebody what do they do when they co-sign your thing? Somebody co-sign my thing. I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, and the point is what?
And I got the passport in 10 minutes.
And the point is what?
We queued up for that passport, man. We didn't get into this.
Do we not walk through the queue?
Yeah, we jumped the queue.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
So I paid for
what's
the
the point you're
Nigerian. So I'm trying to say the integrity of the passport is not necessarily the best integrity. You don't have to
No,
go through
bruv.
the most
Nah, bruv.
the most rigid of things.
Nah.
Look, as much as we are Nigerians by way of our parents, so we can get a Nigerian passport for no issues. We went over the first time we got a Nigerian passport was in Nigeria, and we didn't do it kosher. It was a quick thing. We might as well have been diplomats.
Yeah, but here's the point. Yeah, you had to do it at the Nigerian office. You had to do it at the passport issuing office.
Yeah, we went there.
Which means it's official. So the way the speed that you get it at has nothing to do with
Yeah,
whether
but
or not it's official.
I could have said my name was something completely different.
No,
And that
you had to give them a birth certificate, didn't you?
No, I just told you I paid the man money and he just did it with somebody I don't know their name. I didn't have
We
anything.
didn't take our birth certificate.
I didn't have
to
anything with
Nigeria
me.
with us.
Goddamn.
No, we didn't do that.
So yes, I will trust it, bro.
Nah.
You bought passports. I'm not gonna pretend or lie to you.
Nah, I won't having it, bro.
But it's the only thing is that
I kicked off in the airport and I said to her, so what are you trying to say? Oh, no, it's just... I
would have told you straight.
We know this one, we don't know that one.
Look, when I was in the
Come on,
queue in
bruv.
Nigeria, they told me put your Nigerian passport away. I know you have a British one.
Bruh.
Yes, I was queuing up with my, and they saw him. I was like, "Where's your British one?" I said, "Take that one out."
When I go Nigeria, I use my Nigerian passport.
that's what I usually do. But they
Standard.
don't like people doing that anymore. They don't like you doing 2 different passports when you're going from one
Fuck
place
them.
to the
It's
other.
not my fault that my situation is where it is.
Oh, well,
Fuck
that's
them,
what
bruv.
it is.
Your passport ran out.
What, my passport right now? No, my passports are good. Both my passports are good.
You know what the thing is?
my daughter's got 2 passports as well. I'm not fucking around
I need
with
to
this, bro.
I need to legitimize my Nigerian one again.
Yeah.
We're Nigerian out here, man. That's not.
But it takes too long.
This is what
It doesn't.
This is
Yes, it does.
If you do it in London, it don't take long.
eh.
It don't. I've just done it the other day. What
How
are
many
talking
days do you
about?
say you do?
1 day to do the application, 1 day to collect.
Exactly.
How's that long?
Because if I could do it in the British passport, I don't even have to get out of my house.
What do you mean? Send it by post? You mean?
You're on the internet one time.
Nah.
And how much does it cost?
How much does it cost?
It's like £100 and something pounds.
To do the application, you have to go there
No, you do the application
online.
You pay for the thing online.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you go there, what is it? They take a picture of you.
Yeah.
And they take your biometrics. That's it.
It's long, man.
So you have to go there twice.
To collect. The next time you go, you just collect. You literally just go
So,
in.
so you pay for it online, then you go there and they do the.
You pay for it online. They're paying for the application.
So you can't pay for it there.
You can't pay for it there, no, because they don't accept cash, do they?
So you pay for it, then you go there and they do the photo on the biometrics.
Yeah.
And then you have to go back and collect it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit more than that.
It's long.
But you lot are saying it's long as if to say you're. Listen, I've done my Nigerian passport twice in my life. Yeah, the first time I did it was long, where you literally had to take the day off of whatever you was doing to stay in the passport office in Nigeria to do all of that. This time it wasn't like that. You go there, you get after you've paid for it online, you get an appointment time. You go there, you get seen within your appointment time. You do your biometrics, you take your photo, you go. They give you a receipt, say to you. And they tell you exactly what day to come back and at what time as well. You come back the next day, you go and pick up your stuff. It's easy.
All right. I need to do that quickly because
it's easy.
What I thought was my daughter can have a passport. It's an ECOWAS passport anyways. It's not exactly.
Yeah, ECOWAS.
But it's still a Nigerian passport. It's still got the Nigerian.
Yeah, no, it's a Nigerian passport,
it's
ECOWAS.
ECOWAS.
So the East, the West African community.
Yes,
thing.
I'll find a proper name for it for those of you that don't know. But basically, it incorporates the Western Africa, and many of the states there are incorporated under this one passport. So I'm thinking, okay, it's cool. My missus's Ghanaian passport is still valid because she did hers recently-ish, kind of. And mine has run out. My Nigerian passport has run out. And I'm thinking, definitely we want our daughter to be on the passport to get one of them. Cool, no problem. I'm thinking she'll get one of each. I just said, no. Whoever parent does the passport first for the child, that's the passport they have. The child can't have 3 passports.
What do you mean the child can't have 3 passports?
So they're born in this country.
You can have up to 5.
What I'm hearing,
you can have up to 5 passports.
What I'm hearing is that if you're born in this country, you get a British passport standard, yeah, or she has one anyway, because that's what. Then whichever parent first goes and gets that second passport for their child, that's the passport they have. It's like you can't get the third one. That's what I've heard. Or maybe the woman was talking about you can't get a Ghanaian one and a Nigerian one. Maybe if the other parent was Swedish or something, maybe it'd be cool. Or
because I think maybe because it's falling under ECHO, that's why you probably can't get another one.
She was like, no, because she was saying that. I can't remember
Just
who was even telling
man,
me, but they're telling me no because I tried to do it and I couldn't do it.
Just sort it out.
What I know is you can have up to 5 passports, but there are some countries that don't accept dual nationality. They don't like it. So they basically will say, well, you're either one or the other. You can't do dual nationality here. Like if you've got their passport, you can't have another passport. There's some countries that do that, but generally you're allowed to have up to 5 passports. And there's an international passport as well.
Are you gonna get a Jamaican passport for your daughter?
Yes.
So she can have 3 then.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Have you got Jamaican one yourself?
I haven't. I'm trying to sort that out. My mum needs to get her finger out.
So that's 3 passport, boy.
Yeah. That's how I'm going to live. And the only reason why I'm going to do that, I'm going to open a bank account in Jamaica as well. I'm not messing about, bruv. When the tink goes off, I've got places to go. You get me?
We need to bank black.
I'm banking black right now. What are you talking about?
Where?
In Nigeria.
Which should I ask?
What do you mean?
Which one? Sky?
Sky, what do you mean Sky?
Sky Bank?
No. First Bank of Nigeria. I'm not messing about, bruv.
Boy.
I'm not messing about at all, bruv. I'm out here trying to be a Nigerian millionaire. I'm not even playing.
A million. Tough like Nigerian hair.
That's what I'm saying.
All right then, let's get into it. Oh, sorry, we didn't ask. How was your week, Wahala?
Out here buying pounded yam everywhere.
No problem.
Your man doesn't like talking about nothing.
I don't know what to say about week is there, man. Week is there.
All right, so what are we talking about? You know what? First of all, let's get serious and we'll talk about this young man, Terrell Decosta Jones-Burton. He's from South Bermondsey and he's currently in critical care at South London. At a South London hospital. So what's happened is this dude was picked up by police in South London, I believe. He's got no criminal record, but you might have seen pictures of him in social media. If not, we're gonna send out the pictures. And he's in critical condition at the moment now.
Is he still in critical condition? No, I think he might have come out of that now.
Okay, well I'll have a quick check once we're talking about it. But basically, he was bust up by the police. It was reported that potentially he was involved in the theft of a mobile phone, or that's why they stopped him anyways. So they've stopped him, put him in the back of the car, and before he's even got to the police station, he's busted up to the point where he's in critical condition. His face is bruised and scratched. His top lip is busted like it's been ripped open, like it's been cut open almost.
I heard that they threw him through a glass window or glass door.
That would make sense in terms of what he looked like.
That's what I heard. Something like they threw him through a glass door, or he what they said that happened was that he was riding his bike or something, and then he fell off his bike and went through a glass door. That's the type of stories I think I'm hearing anyway.
So the IPCC has said they're gonna now do
an investigation. What's the point?
Yeah, what's the
Like the other ones, like the Costa that they did his one and he was fine. I just saw a video the other day. Literally, they were talking about this particular thing, and then straight after they showed a video of a policeman beating the shit out of one guy on the street. Like he was on top of him and he was just punching him up.
Mm.
And it was like, and then they said, you know, the
boy was 15, by the way.
Yeah, this one I don't know. He's a big man. Apparently,
okay.
he was.
This video.
The video of what?
Oh, okay. CCTV of moment Terrell was tackled into the doorway of a chicken shop through a glass window. Okay. I'll have a little look at this. Go on, then. You keep talking.
Yeah, so in the video, the policeman was punching the man up, punching him up. They're all on top of this man. About 3 of them on top of the man, and he's punching him up. Apparently, they said that he was trying to restrain the man, and he took him to the tribunal, and he got off. Like, they always get off. They always get off. None of them ever get, reprimanded for the things they did. That's why the man had to kill himself to get justice for, what's his face?
Duggan.
Yeah, Mark Duggan. Because even he knew that what he did was wrong.
The falsifying of evidence guy, innit? He was a forensics guy, wasn't he? And he falsified the evidence or whatever.
I can't even remember what he was.
And,
I think he was
said
involved
that,
in
and
shit.
felt like he was guilty because it was his judgment that made
By
him.
association.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just looking at the video now. So what's going on?
He was on his pushback and he crashed into a chicken shop outside. Smashed the window. It seemed like his the bike smashed the window though, so I don't think he actually hit the window, but it was laid out on the floor. It looked like he was not necessarily unconscious, but at least not for 6. And then after that, you see the policeman. Policeman didn't seem to do much actually after that, but yeah, he's just on the floor. So maybe some of the glass might have hit him somehow. I don't know, but it seemed like the glass. I mean, it's the bike that hit the glass.
Did they push him? Well, you can't see if they pushed him into the window or not.
No, he was on the bike. So he rolled into the wall, door. Okay. There's a video going around recently where in America somewhere where they've got the body cams now. They have to wear their body cams. So they have what's the comedian Dave Chappelle, where he has that joke about sprinkling crack on suspects. So this is exactly what happened. They've stopped a man. I can't remember what it was for, but it was for some menial thing. In fact, let me find.
I think it was a driving offence or something. Like that.
Some small thing, anyways.
Something like a tail light was out or something stupid.
They've stopped the man.
Excuse me, sorry, tail us out.
They've taken him onto the road. They've checked him out. His wallet somehow is on the floor. I don't know if they've taken it out of his pocket or it's dropped on the floor. Now the policeman has not switched on or switched off his body cam, put crack inside his wallet, and then switched his body cam back on. And then told his fellow officer, check the wallet. Then I don't think the other person's found it. So he's opened it up and he's found it. He's like, okay, look at this. And everyone's like, But the thing he didn't know is that his body cam records like 15 seconds or 40 or whatever, 45 seconds before you switch it on or after you switch it off. So it's still recording. Because it's digital, it doesn't really matter when you press the button. So he didn't know that it was still recording. So he's just recording himself, baiting himself, putting crack inside the man's wallet. Without even knowing about it, because he thought he had switched it off. Now it's another thing. Now they're gonna check him out, but clearly he's gonna probably just get dismissed with nothing. He should get done. What you got crack on him for in the first place?
There you go.
That man walk with crack in America, The police just walk with cracks.
sprinkle some cracks.
They walk with their baton, a gun, and some cracks. That's how they walk out there, because it's a madness. I don't even know. I don't even know you can bother to speak about police anymore, man. I just can't be bothered. It's like we're just talking about them all the time. They do the same shit all the time.
What I think is interesting is that it's an international thing. The behaviour is exactly the same, no matter where it is in the world.
But why does it
police are always corrupt?
Yeah. Everywhere.
But
they're a gang. They're a gang like every other gang. That's what people need to acknowledge. The police are a gang, organized crime. Organization.
Organized organization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, they're blatantly an organized crime syndicate.
Yeah.
In a way.
There you go. The cartel.
Yeah. So there's one that is legitimized. Even how did they start?
With the police.
Yeah.
Police.
They were started as a gang that eventually decided to become police officers. That's how police start.
I guess.
So I don't understand why people are when they're doing gang behavior. They even got their colours and everything.
So we're saying it's blood, Crips, and police.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all over the world. I think this goes to show that once you give people power, they just have to take advantage of it.
The corruption
That's
happens.
the way it works, man.
You know what's so funny though? In China, they don't have it, boy.
What, corrupt police people?
They don't have it.
You sure?
They don't have it. the public. I seen a couple of videos now. Yeah,
The public in China that have no power over nothing.
I seen a couple of videos where
they got power.
the Chinese police have been harassing a woman on the street, and they must have gone to manhandle her, and the local people around turned around and said, "No, you don't treat her like that." The police officer told them to move out. Within seconds, the general public is busting up the police.
No, they have guns over there.
There was 5 of them busting up the police.
They ain't offering
Busting up the police, bruv. When I tell you busting up the police, like they were giving some licks, yeah. And then when the thing got reported back to the higher authorities or what have you, and they explained the situation, what happened, them 5 police officers got in trouble. Nothing happened to the people that beat them up. In China, they don't fuck about, bruv.
Well,
Was it China or Japan? You said when we going?
Japan.
We need to do this quickly, man.
Trust me. I'm not even joking. I'm fully onto it. Aggressively as well. I'm fully onto it, bruv.
On this thing, fam.
Fully.
So anyways, police, you need to sort yourselves out. I don't know what it is about you that you feel you need to... There's one thing to get away or get out of trouble if you're somebody in power. I'm in power. I'll get myself in trouble. Let me use my power to get myself out of that trouble or to kind of catch a blight. I get that. That's cool. Why would you go out of your way to hurt and abuse people that you're just minding their own business? Why would you stop somebody on the road and plant drugs on them?
What?
Why would you stop somebody that's maybe stolen a phone or is a suspect?
Numbers.
And then I feel I must now batter you to, like, I had a bad day at home, I'm vexing my missus, and I'm just going to take it on you.
I'll be honest.
You can't do nothing about it.
I'll be honest with you though. If I was in the police and I got a call to a paedophile, I might beat him up.
say it like Pac the police.
I might beat him up.
The thing about the police,
I might just, depending on what kind of day I'm having.
The thing about the police is, most of the time they don't have. I don't know about in this country, but in America they don't have much psychological checks before they do what they're doing in the first place.
Listen, you can't have psychological checks for that. You don't need somebody who's balanced. You need somebody who's a bit off hinge.
So, but the reason why, so a lot of the people that actually join police join it because they want to shoot people, they want to hurt people, they want to do things to people.
Well, how I think about this, yeah? Which person in their right mind is going to be prepared to go out and potentially stand in front of a bullet
A hero.
to save other people?
A hero.
Nah, bruv. You have to be a little bit off hinge.
To be a police.
To be a police, to be a soldier, to be in the armed forces, you got to be a little bit off hinge. Just
Well,
like
in America, I think a lot of them do it because it's like there's no other options.
they're off hinge.
Some of them is like, I'm poor. These people are guaranteeing me a job,
Pensions.
finances, pension. If something happens to me, my family's looked after, and it's like there's nothing else for me to do.
I hear that.
So that's
I
why you
hear
have
that.
so many poor people in the
that.
army.
I hear
Because
that.
like, I got nothing better to do.
Definitely the army.
Yeah,
But
poor
as I
people
said-
that is like, I don't want to turn to crime.
Yeah.
So what can I do? And it's like, well, come join us.
Legal crime.
Yeah, come join us.
But as I said, definitely in the police, there's a lot of people that they want to just actually shoot people, kill people, beat people up, and that's a legitimate way of doing it. And then when you're talking about why do people sprinkle the crack and all that stuff, just because they want numbers. Numbers mean something. It's almost like the traffic wardens here, isn't it?
It's KPI,
If
man.
you get enough numbers in there, they get enough people in prison. That's money, man.
Yeah, it's KPI.
You get bonuses and stuff for the amount of people that arrest that you make.
It's actually
and
KPI.
stuff, and then you upgrade to sergeant and all that type of stuff. Of course it is. Look how many busts you had this week. You had 50 busts this week. Blah, 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 blah. It means something there. So it's numbers. Same way like in every other job.
Look at this precinct. You're an outstanding officer in this precinct. You've had the most busts and the most bust to conversion ratio and all them kind of stuff. He's right. It's
Yeah, man. So it's all about them things, man.
performance indexes and shit.
I'm just sick of police, man.
All right then. So let's move on. I've depressed you. Now let me depress you even further. Or maybe not actually.
What's that?
All right. So a mother demands her 6-year-old son's school take Sleeping Beauty off the curriculum because the princess does not give consent to be kissed and woken up by the prince.
Is the woman white?
Yes.
I'm backing her.
Why is that? Why?
What difference does it make?
What do you mean? What difference does it make?
Yeah.
You see, what you have to understand, yeah, is this whole PC thing, and you know the thing that we're talking about with regards to how we interact with genders and all the rest of it. If you're going to take a hard line, take the hard line. That story about Sleeping Beauty, man kisses the woman who's asleep. She's unconscious. She's in what is basically a coma.
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't know her either.
He doesn't know her.
Doesn't the father give
This is a
consent?
full Kill Bill business.
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't the father give consent?
What do you mean? How can the father give consent on
No,
behalf of?
doesn't he climb up some castle or something?
I
And
can't
even
remember.
then, what kind of patriarchal?
I don't know. I just think that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
give you consent to
he's
go
like the
and
father, like,
slobber
give-
all over
give-
my
give-
daughter.
Over my daughter who's unconscious.
Listen,
Come on.
All I'm saying is if we're gonna get down in the DMs, yeah, we need to talk about certain things because I was saying on Twitter the other day, we need to talk about Goldilocks. That's teething up everybody's food in the house.
Yes,
that's another. That's actually telling you how to be a thief.
Okay, can we deal with children's stories? First of all,
general.
what do we think about this? Do we agree with it? Do
I'm
we
backing
co-sign
her.
it or
I'm
not?
backing her.
I don't know.
And the reason why I asked if she's white is because I want people to understand that if you think I'm racist, I'm backing a white woman right now. There you go.
I don't know.
I don't. She's right. She's right.
I don't.
You can't argue with the logic,
I'm
though.
not. That's what I'm saying. I
She
can't
right.
argue what you're saying, and I don't. To be honest, I don't really want my children to be thinking about stories where all they're doing is lying down and getting kissed. Why? But Shrek's the same thing, isn't it? Isn't Shrek a bit the same way? Like, no, Shrek, she had consent. He gave consent to kissing it.
I don't know.
No, Shrek has consent. Shrek has consent.
Can't you see like things have changed so much now that you actually have to?
Is Shrek a
you have to
transgender?
actually look at this.
In,
You get me?
in our childhood,
Is Shrek a transhuman? A
trans
trans troll or something?
troll, you know. Fuck it. What does that even mean?
Because she was like a normal human girl, innit?
Who? Yeah.
And then when you kiss her, she turns into a troll.
Boy.
And she turns into a troll during the night or something in the shadow or the sun. She turns into a troll, innit?
Boy.
And then when you kiss her, her roof. That's it. If it almost is like a trans story, almost in a strange way. So her real form.
Hold on, was Shrek the first trans story?
I don't know.
No,
I'm waiting for the link.
basically, this is what happens. So, okay, this is what
I'm
happens.
waiting for the link, bro.
Well, no, what happened. Let me explain to you why. Yeah, I'm not saying that obviously they're not trans man or woman, but in the story of Shrek, yeah, it's mad because she is a normal human being woman, Oyibo, right? Normal during the day, yeah. And then in the nighttime, she turns into the troll. Yeah. That's why nobody ever sees her at night, and they hide her and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But they said that once she finds her true love, and that true love kisses her or whatever, she turns into her proper form.
Yeah.
And that's why she remained the troll forever.
Because she was a troll.
Kind of.
Okay.
So isn't that kind of like in the thing where in my true form, I'm living in a form that I don't think is true, and then eventually I come out and this is my true form. So ain't she like a trans troll?
Yeah, no. Okay.
LGBT don't come at me, fam, but I'm just saying if somebody actually doesn't understand the story of trans or whatever, this might be something for you to understand in your own way.
Okay.
Listen,
no,
if you don't understand transgender, go watch Shrek, innit?
Because that's kind of like the story.
I never thought about it like that. Okay.
And
this is the twisted mind of Wahala.
No,
yeah?
even
only he would come up with something like
let me
this.
tell you how deep it is. Like, let me tell you how deep it is. Yeah. Even this how deep it is.
It's level 2.
No, because Shrek is taking it to levels. Yeah. Because the donkey has babies with the dragon.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Right. So that's stuff like that. So even then, that's like
Are you trying to say that's like a biracial child?
Not biracial, but it's more like a
bestiality.
No, not bestiality type thing. Because they're both animals in it, but they're different animals.
Different species.
They're different species.
We're animals too.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like a different species. Like it's like they mix up the thing in it.
Yeah, so human and dog. Bestiality.
No, but it's not human and dog. It's a dog. It's a donkey and a dragon. It's like to say that love doesn't matter what. He's trying to. The whole film is trying to show you that there is no boundaries to love. I think that's how the film. Maybe I just found out what the reason of Shrek. So it's about to show you that there's no boundaries to love. Shrek is the film out here that's showing there's no boundaries to love. You can have half dragon, half donkey kids if you want them. You can be a troll, or you could be a human, or you could be a troll if you want to be a troll. Well, I just didn't, and even the dad was a frog.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
It's like a Nigerian film with trans in it.
Shrek is a Nollywood film. Well, you know what? Because when you listen to some of these podcasts or you watch these review programs where they talk about films and they go so deep into it, and it's like, yeah, and the reason behind this, and you're thinking it's just a film, man, chill out, like what? No, and there's all this meaning behind it. Maybe Shrek, that is what is behind it. Maybe that was like the point. Somebody that wrote Shrek said, I just want love to be shown as love, and it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, what species you are. Love is love, innit? And that was the foundation for the film.
But getting back to the thing, there is nothing like there's Sleeping Beauty.
All right, Sleeping Beauty.
Even Snow White. Which one is Snow White again?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That's the
Look
one.
at her, cocaine. Snow White. But
that was that's the one with the evil step.
The one that she gives them to make an apple in it, where she eats the apple and she falls asleep then as well, innit?
She falls asleep.
And then don't she need another one to come and kiss her to wake her up?
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Every man's that's taking advantage of. See, they're teaching the youth from early to take advantage of women in their sleep.
It's true. I didn't even think about that.
What's the next one now? Where there's modern day slavery. Or
Cinderella.
Cinderella's modern day slavery.
Yeah.
That they turned into a house girl and didn't even give her clothes and
I
whatever.
should have called that one Ngozi.
Exactly. They didn't give her clothes and food and whatever. Come on, man.
I'm sorry if your name is Ngozi, but you know it's the most common house girl name in Nollywood film.
Like why are they doing that? And then only thing that everything is about this part. Say the word, please.
Patriarchy.
That's the one, yeah. All right. I think everything's about this, yeah.
But that's because they're all old.
Yeah, because look, all of them are useless until a man frees their life, innit? Snow White useless, can't even wake up to a man kiss her and free her.
It's all knight in shining armor.
Yeah. This one, what's the one that
Little Red Riding Hood was a waste, innit? And the man that took the wood cutter to save her.
To save her because the dirty wolf. I'm assuming is meant to be a black person who's coming to attack her in the woods. What's this one? So this one's Sleeping Beauty as well, isn't it? So Sleeping Beauty again, waste until the man comes and saves her. And Cinderella, waste until the man comes and saves her.
That one with the P underneath the
Princess and the P or whatever.
What happened? Does somebody save her as well?
She can't sleep. She has to sleep on the P or something like that.
She sleeps on the bed with the P underneath it, and that's how you prove she's a princess or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, but even then it comes down to a man is checking out, or maybe the man's family.
Yeah.
Would you be good enough for
my of the son? Yeah.
So until somebody can fill this P, which could be a euphemism for something else.
That's a dowry though.
Yeah. Hey?
That's the dowry, innit?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just wanted to say something.
Yeah, until you can feel this pee in your sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can't
you
marry my
said
child.
that the pee is meant to be the type pom pom.
It could be
virginity is the pee.
Bruh, you know.
So if you're not pure,
you
cannot sleep on that cushion with the pee. So if you've been
if you are
if you're not pure, if you are if you are pure, you can't sleep there.
Yeah, if you've been touched,
you can't sleep
then you can sleep on anything.
Yeah.
Any old mattress is good enough for you.
Yeah.
But if you're pure and untouched,
then you wouldn't.
Then this mattress is not.
The pee will
what happened? I thought that you can't. If you sleep on the mattress with the pee, you will feel the pee.
No, it was
under so many layers.
So many layers that only somebody who's pure would be able to feel that.
We're using the word pure. They don't, but
I know.
We like pure.
I'm assuming that it's a virginity thing.
It could be, you know.
I don't trust mans, you know. I don't trust them Disney mans. Them mans is disgusting mans.
They are sick.
Disney just bought these things, innit? They're all around before Disney.
No, yeah, it's true. But
what other ones is there, man? Because Wes put a couple in the group, innit? I can't remember which ones he was putting there. But definitely I know that, what's her name? The little teeth in Ross.
He said Little Red Riding Hood, catfishing, kidnapping and murder. And Goldilocks breaking an entry and squatting.
Yeah. Let me tell you why Goldilocks itself is the ultimate white supremacist story. Yeah.
Right? Wait, I'm going. I'm gonna see this
because she got the blonde hair.
Well, because she's blonde. She's a white blonde woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
The most dangerous of species for the black man. Yeah.
Wait, okay.
Then you have the brown bear.
Yeah. Right. Then the black bears.
Yeah.
Let's be real, because we know they're blacks already. Because they must be ethnic. Because there's three or four to a yard. Yeah. Let's be real. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So.
Hold on. But it was a family unit.
It was a family unit.
So they're not blacks. Maybe they're Arabs.
let's say they're blacks.
Look, there was a dad, a mum, and a child. Come on now. You know the dad would have gone.
Jesus.
Let's say they're blacks. Let's say because they used to acknowledge the fact that we had a family unit them times there, yeah? So...
I can't remember what happened at the end of that story.
Let me tell you what the girl went and did. The girl went into the yard, yeah? She didn't just eat one person's food. She ate every one of their food until she decided that one was nice, and then she finished that one. Then not only did she decide that she could eat their food, she went to go and sleep in all their beds. All of them.
Yeah, okay.
And then when the people came home, I forgot what they did. I think might even have left the girl in the bed. I don't think they did anything to her. Yeah, did they kill her?
Let me see what happened.
They should have dumped her, you know.
No, I think. Let me check what happened.
This man's face.
No, because how can somebody come into... That's a break in the entry.
It is.
They broke an entry into your house,
and
ate your food, and had the audacity to sleep in your yard.
And then squatted. Yeah.
And tell you that... And not even that... Imagine you go into our auntie's house, yeah? Yeah? Mm-hmm. And then tell her that her food is not even good.
Yeah.
Not only she go to the people's yard, she told them the food's not even good.
It's a problem, innit?
She didn't even finish the thing. That's like eating half the food and putting it back in the fridge. What kind of shit is that?
That's a problem, innit?
No, what kind of shit is that? Nah, she must dead, man. Sorry, they must up here.
And moreover, they couldn't do her nothing because of the privilege, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the privilege was there that she thought she could do that. That's the white supremacy story about, ladies and gentlemen, in Goldie Bears and the Three Locks.
Goldie Bears and the Three Locks. Do you mean Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
I don't know, man.
Goddamn 47.
The Three Rastas and Goldilocks.
Why does it have to be Rastas though?
Goldilocks, innit?
You joker.
But it's not her. There's not them that's got the locks, innit?
Exactly, it's her.
Wow.
Man, just remix up the team.
Apparently, there's a few different versions. I think the original version, it was an old woman. It wasn't a young girl.
See?
And when she got found by the little kid, someone's been sleeping in my bed. She wakes up, runs out, and breaks her neck.
Oh dear.
That's the original version. Then I know there was another version where I think they ate her or something.
Good, as long as you get duppied anyway. They'll probably call it terrorism.
But then they softened up in it, and then I don't know what happened after that.
They'll call it a terrorist attack.
Oh, well, she has been sent out by her family. She is a disgrace to them. She's impudent, bad, foul-mouthed, ugly, dirty, and a vagrant.
What is it?
Well, that's what she is, though.
Sounds like a Bible story.
Well, that's
bro.
what she is, though. Goldilocks is a bad breed. Goldilocks is a bad breed child. That should be punished, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, that is like the original version. Well, one of the because it's an oral story, isn't it? And what was it? The Brothers Grimm. Yes,
The Brothers Grimm wrote
they took a lot of these oral stories and actually put them to paper. But they were around from different cultures from way before them.
It sounds like one of the books of the Bible. That was the forgotten books of the Bible. One of the 66 forgotten books. Like she's a vagrant. She's a what? And she's a what?
She's impudent, bad, foul-mouthed, ugly, dirty, and a vagrant, and deserving of a stint in the house of correction.
Shit. If you said that to somebody in real life, they might just crumble and reduce to tears and shit. You're a vagrant. You're a what? And you come on.
What about Puss in Boots?
Puss in Boots are bad man.
Okay, what happens with that one?
I can't remember Puss in Boots again, man.
This is the thing. I can't remember none of these stories. I should really be.
Jack and the Beanstalk. Ain't he a thief as well?
Yeah.
He went to go and thief the giant's thing, and then everybody's fighting the giant because the man went to go and thief his beans.
Yeah, and they killed the giant in the end, innit?
He's a thief.
So yeah, Jack and the Beanstalk, he goes up, steals the giant's goose that lays the golden egg.
Yeah.
Comes down the stalk. Is it a stalk? The whatever. Anyway, the whatever that he used to climb up, and then when he comes down, the man's chasing him, and then to save the little boy, the little thief, they chop down the branch and kill the giant.
Nah, man.
Giant was just minding his own business.
Minding his own business, doing his thing up there in the heaven, and these bastards come. That's again them coming to Africa.
He's coming to Africa.
Listen,
coming to Africa.
it's true,
Right.
Come there, steal your things, and then murk you if you try and get it back. Like, who are you to try and get your golden egg back? Because look, where's the gold from?
Okay.
Oh, god damn.
For the
What does the goose lay?
Okay,
golden eggs.
And where's gold from?
Okay.
Africa.
So Africa the goose. Okay.
I'm telling you, man.
Africa is the goose. The gold is the thing that is being stolen, and the little boy is a white man.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, these people.
13 minus 50.
They wrote it. They wrote it in their own script.
Goddamn.
Who is it? Is it an axeman, another axeman that wants to chop down the branch or whatever it is? That's the army.
So what's the Three Little Pigs?
Which one is Three Little Pigs again? Them that was just chilling, doing their own things.
Oh, huffing out, puffing out, blow
your house down. Man, this came to why again teeth? Why is everybody a teeth in all these things?
No. He wants to eat the okay. So the Three Little Pigs have built their own houses. One of them from straw, one of them from wood, or one of them from brick. Yeah, I think they were given warning that you should build it strong or something.
Yeah,
I can't remember that.
They didn't listen.
So only one of them actually built it. Took his time building it and built it strong. The fox comes. Is it a fox? Wolf. Sorry, wolf comes and he wants to eat them. So he knocks down one. And then he runs to the second one's house. He blows that one's house down. I think they all run to the third one. And then
he didn't let them in it.
No one.
Then I think he tries to go down the chimney and they kill it or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Did they let them in?
No, he's not by the hairs of my chin.
Yeah,
No, they don't let the other pigs in. I'm talking about.
Oh,
what kind of bastard brothers pigs is that? Like,
I don't think you let the pigs in. You know.
Nah, man.
I can imagine the pigs being like one of them. Man, hey, you didn't call before you came in the bedroom.
Man, don't answer the door.
Man, don't answer the door. Man, looking through the door. Just like, so you think you can just come to my house?
Half of these stories just end up in death.
Yeah, that thing is wicked, you know.
Trust me.
All right, let me find a story for this. But so what? But on the real though, would you be happy if they start taking out these stories from the curriculum from children, little 5-year-old schools?
What are they replacing them with? That's the problem.
There you go.
What are they replacing them with? It depends what they're replacing them with, because they're going to take out the consent stories and then suddenly now, because the same way I don't think that they should be dealing with all this thing about people kissing and consent, same way I don't really want you to talk about what's it called what's this free humanoid or whatever they're calling them people these days, what's the thing, fluid things that they're talking about now. Yeah, I don't really want to.
Have you heard there's a school out there now and it's a girls' school and you can't call the girls.
Yeah,
What do we call them then?
Like students,
because they need to be fluid. All of that type of stuff. I'm just like, come on.
They may not identify as a girl, so you shouldn't just
listen,
put them in that bracket.
You see this argument about identification and people self-certifying and self-identifying and all that kind of thing. It's making me feel like I'm old now because it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
I don't understand. Like, even with me, yeah, I get why they're saying you don't need to do. Like, I'm saying to them, like, Let's let children be children, innit?
Mm.
That's what I think.
Why are we pushing this on them?
Yeah, so why are
early?
you pushing them that they have to understand it? Why can't they just be children, and when they want to then decide that they want to talk about it or they want to bring it out, they can bring it out and talk about it and discuss it? Why do you feel like we have to? I'm not saying that we haven't been shoving other things that like heterosexuality, like even in these stories, that's all heterosexuality.
Oh, yeah,
and you are shoving it down their throat. Yes, I kind of understand that. And I get it. Yeah, but I then don't think that we need to then go all the way to the other side where you're then trying to shove down the ideas of that you can be this, you can be. Just let them be children, man.
Yes, it's confusing.
Let them be children, and when they get to an age, maybe when they even get to secondary school, you can start getting involved in this type of thing. But I think when they're at primary school, nursery, all these type of stuff, like let them just be children. Let them eat milk and bread, man, or whatever they do.
For me,
Milk and bread like it's one prison.
That's what it is.
for me, this
have time out, everything like prison. What do you mean?
we're at liberty of forgetting, or at jeopardy of forgetting what school's about when we start talking about all these things. Because what's this got to do with education? All right, it's a type of education, but I mean, what's it got to do with academia?
I think that we need to, because
for me, if you're gay, that's fine, and if if you feel like you're in the wrong body, that's fine. But what does that have to do with 1 + 1 makes 2 minus 3 Christmas?
Yeah, but what they're saying is that you want to go to school and feel comfortable to learn, and you can't feel comfortable if you as a black man is called boy.
Yeah, but
or white.
All this shit's happening.
Yeah, but after we
can't just be like.
Yeah, but after we've done all of this, the problem still stands that if Ahmed's dad comes to pick him up, everyone's still a bit funny about him because he might be a terrorist.
Or when it's time to do Black History Month, you're dressing them up as slaves and making the white children put nooses around their neck and take pictures.
Do you see what I'm saying? All this kind of shit.
This is what I'm saying. I don't even want to get into it.
Get into it, man. Let's talk, man.
No, because the other day I was talking about it to my missus, and I was saying, yes, you know what? There is black people in the LGBT community, and stuff like that, right? And I see that a lot of the people that, especially non LGBT community people that back the LGBT community, a lot is black women.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I was telling to my missus, they need to stop going so out of their way to keep backing LGBT community until they see that same backing on their end.
You know, I'm actually gonna keep it real.
And I'm telling these, and the reason why I'm saying this now is that there is so much stuff going on against black women right now that they need. And I'm talking about the black women that's even in the LGBT community,
yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, this is the thing for me. What are you first? Are you black or your sexuality? Which one are you first? Are you even here? Are you a man or are you a black person first? Which one is first?
Black.
Right? Do you see yourself as a man first or a black person first?
I'm black before I'm a man.
Right? Same thing with me. Same thing with the people that's in the LGBT community. So the men and the women. You're black first before your thing.
Some of them might not look at it.
But they say that you said they won't look at it. But if you're talking about the equality, the equality that you're looking for, and you're trying to tell me that as a human being, as a gay person, as a lesbian person, as a transsexual, as a Q and a T, I don't know what the rest of them are, right?
Yeah, no.
You're normal, same like everyone else. Until you tell me your sexuality, I don't know what you are.
Yeah,
hold on, let me finish. Right? Whereas when I see you're the black person, your identity's there in my face automatically. So even if you don't want, see, this is the problem. You're saying
it does matter what you
think. But
it does matter.
Somebody sees you as a man, as soon as they see you as well. Yes, all right, and they see you as black at the same time. But you identify as being a black before a man. So it doesn't matter what they see. They might see you as a man first. A woman might see you and be scared of you as a man. Might be walking down a dark street at night, and it doesn't matter whether you're white, brown, or black. She just sees a man, and she's just worried that I don't want nobody to attack me. Yeah. Before she even worries about whether you're black or white or brown. Yeah. So she sees you as a man first, but you say no, but I identify as being a black person first, and it doesn't matter what they see as first, does it?
No, but
I'm trying to say that what he's talking about. I'm saying that some people don't identify.
Okay, all right.
A gay person or a trans person might identify themselves, especially when it comes in terms of the struggle in life. I identify as a gay man before I identify as a black man, and because the gay struggle is for me is deeper than the black struggle. For instance,
I keep saying,
so you can't dictate for them what they see first.
The reason why I don't say men,
it's not about what they see though.
Or woman then whatever. Man.
The reason why I don't, the men is not the problem for me. I don't even acknowledge the men. It's the women I'm talking about.
Sorry, gay men.
No, because they've got their own struggle, yes, but they still have something, the fact that they're a man, right? Whether or not they're a gay man, and yes, they're oppressed as gay men. I'm not going to even pretend like they're not. Of course they are. But they are still a man. And I said, even though they shouldn't have to, and I don't think that they should have to, even if they wanted to hide in the shadows of the fact they're gays, they will still have male privilege in their own way, shape, or form, right? Right, just because they're a man, right? Whereas women don't get that, right? White women have their own privilege because they're white women, yeah. Even lesbian white women have their own privilege because they're white women. Look at what's this woman's name that they're talking about recently? The one that made the program Girls.
Is she gay?
Yeah, I believe so. I think she's lesbian. I think.
I don't know. Anyway, Lena something. I believe.
Maybe she's not. I thought she was a lesbian, but I'm not 100% sure.
What's
right?
her name?
What about her?
But do you know that she's
Lena Durham?
Lena Durham. So she's in certain ways that they're always saying that she's showing her white privilege. You saw what she did to the man when she did the thing to, is it Odell Beckham? When she was complaining that Odell Beckham doesn't like her, he thinks she's ugly, blah blah blah, just because she sat next to him and he didn't talk to her. That was it. He did. He didn't abuse her. Didn't do nothing. Just sat next to her and didn't talk to her.
Somebody accused one of the people that works at Girls, the program that she wrote. I don't know if he's a manager or producer or something, and he's been accused of sexual assault.
I think it's against a black woman as well, isn't it?
I don't know. But basically, she's defending him. She's saying, I don't know what she's
to be honest,
defend him. And everybody's attacking her like, how dare you defend him?
Yeah, I've got a problem with that as well, because they're saying she's a feminist, how can she defend the man? But if she actually truly believes that the man didn't do nothing, then I don't see anything wrong with her defending that. But as I said anyway, she's one of the ones that seems to dash around her privilege all over the place. But certain people, to the certain white women, as you know, that Katie Hopkins, those people, they dash their white privilege because they're white, yeah? Right? As a black woman, you don't get that right.
Yeah.
Right? Even definitely as I don't, because lesbians, they get oppressed the same, but they're not sure if they get oppressed to the same level as gay men so much, because people normalize it, because again, men want to sexualize it.
Let's make this quick, man.
But they are oppressed into another level. So they need, as far as I'm concerned, that should be your main focus, to try and get to a point where black women are not, the bottom of the barrel in that notion. That's what you should be focusing on. But I see them, and I'm not even saying about the LGBT community, I'll say about black men as well. They always say that black women will be the first to jump on the background for black men all the time. But if it's the other way around, we won't do that. I don't think we do that. They need to look after themselves in a way. And I think that they're focusing on other people's equalities and all this equality shit, where they're not focusing on them.
They focus on everybody else's. I can see that. I can see that.
So earlier on this week, or last week, as you're listening to this, I saw a video of a black woman with short hair, and it was a small clip talking about how what it's like for her going into the barbers, and about how she experiences sexism, and she hears certain things that she wouldn't want to hear. She's saying basically they talk like I'm not even here as a woman. They're just talking about certain things that I don't think I should be privy to. If I'm dressed down, like in tracksuits or whatever, they just treat me like a man. And if I'm dressed in a dress or something like that, if I'm looking, I'm flashing a bit of cleavage, then all of a sudden I'm completely and highly sexualized, and I don't even feel comfortable sitting there. And I just retweeted it and said, this is what it's like for women. Somebody commented and said that she's gone through this. She's experienced this. She knows what it's like. And she mentioned that there's sexism, something else, I can't remember what it was, but also that there's homophobic comments she hears when she's in the barbers as well. And that we need to look out for our LGBT, family. And it's exactly what Hala was saying, because I looked at it like, as a black woman, you go into the barber and you're hearing things and you don't feel comfortable. And I thought, is your worry about the LGBT community, should that be at the forefront of your mind? Because you as a black woman, you're at the bottom of the barrel. And you got so much you need to fight for yourself before you have to worry about this other community that have their own battle and their own strives. So the Asian community has their own battle. The Oriental battle, people have their own battle. Everybody's got their own battle. As a black woman, you got so much. I don't think you need to then adopt other people's battles. That was me. That's what I thought.
There was something that actually, I can't remember the thing that happened, and it happened to a black woman, and it was something to do with the LGBT community in one way. And it's like none of the LGBT community was getting involved when it was. I forgot what it was, man. I really wish I could remember, because that's when I saw black women coming out like, oh, so now it's something against us, and it's with your people. You're not coming to address it.
A lot of these black power people, the people that are very pro-black, they're saying, listen, when it comes to, so especially let's deal with America now. So when it comes to women's rights, black women is there. Yeah. When it comes to Hispanic rights, because Trump is trying to get rid of, your black people are there. when it comes to gay rights, black people are there. But when it comes to us and what we need, we are always just looking out for ourselves. Nobody's here for us. And they're saying, you need to start looking out for your own. Worry about your own house before you go into somebody else's house and like, oh, look, you need your floor swept. Let me help you sweep your floor. It's like, but what about in your own house?
Because trust me, it's white, racist lesbians. They'll tell you, I don't want these nigger pussy near me. They'll tell you that straight.
Like the Women's March was blatantly organized by black people.
Oh, yeah.
But they don't see that as it's not a black movement. That is a white woman's movement.
Yeah.
And it's white women that helped put Trump in president, as the president anyways.
Yeah, no, you're right.
No, so I'm not saying, I understand that there's other communities that have issues and problems, and I think that we should address it. I'm not even assuming that we shouldn't address it. We should do.
But we have to have a priority.
But we have to have a priority, and I'm not a black woman, so I'm gonna get slated for just even talking for black women's behalf, I believe.
I doubt it.
But I just think that you should just be looking out for yourself, man. And this is me as a black man saying this. I'm not even saying that you should come looking out for me. I think I should be second. I think I should be second on the list. But first on the list should be yourselves. Because at the moment, no one's looking out for you. No one. No one. Even if you want to talk about the trans men or whatever, a lot of the black trans men are getting killed all over the place.
Yeah.
Are they looking out for them?
Yeah, the trans community don't look out for them, no.
You know,
what do you mean they're getting killed? What trans have you heard of being killed?
No,
what do you mean there's enough of them. Like when that thing with Charlamagne was going on about when the guy said kill the trans, they started bringing out all the statistics, and there was enough that they get killed.
It's true.
Why are people so worried about what other people are doing in their life?
Because no, some of it's to do with what other people are doing. I don't know I don't know how they die. Some of it could be because they found out what happened to that girl when they found out there was a thingy and they killed them. Some of it could just be because they're just killing trans because why are you such a... And you have to remember, there's crazy men there that will pay prostitutes to sleep with them
and then kill them.
Feel bad about it and then kill them. Madness.
All right. Okay.
Couple of V.
Okay.
Anyway, you went off the topic of which we were talking about, it kind of was on the topic because we were talking about consent and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, innit? I don't see these books in where people are going around talking about consent and talking about fluidity and all this stuff in schools. I don't see them talking about the life of the black woman in school, which is something that they need to talk about. I don't see them talking about, how a black woman at the moment in time, the black woman is, especially I think in America, is the most educated person in America.
Yeah.
But did they talk about that? Did they talk about how as much as they've been the most educated person in America, they can't even feel like they're on the same level as anyone else in the society, including the black men, women, white women, whoever they looked at the bottom of the barrel. They don't talk about the fact that when they come into let's jump onto the Russell Howard thing. When he wrote that book about, did you hear about the book that he was cussing?
Who's Russell Howard?
Russell Howard's the guy with the wonky eye that does comedy on BBC One. You know, remember?
Oh yeah.
Right. So basically, he came out and there was a joke about a book because somebody wrote a book to say how to deal with ethnics in the workplace, right?
Okay.
And he was like, "What kind of rubbish?" I get why he even said it because he's like, "Who needs to have a whole book about how to deal with ethnics?" But then he made up a joke about, who's going to touch black women's hair in the office?
Oh, he said that as
a... like to say, who does that?
So a black person wrote this book then, I'm assuming.
I'm assuming it's either a black person or ethnic in running. I can't remember who wrote it. It's a woman though, I know that definitely.
So then he's joking, why would anyone need this?
Yeah. He's like, why would anybody need this?
So he's coming from a place of either he's so woke, sorry to use the term. I don't see that wrong with the term. The term means something. So he's so woke that he doesn't understand.
He can't be woke if he doesn't understand.
No, I mean personally, not like worldly woke, but in and of himself, he is worldly enough to know that you don't walk up to a black woman and just touch her hair. She's gonna be quite
upset about that.
Yeah, and you don't make certain jokes around an Oriental person about his eyes because he's gonna be so.
Call him Oriental.
Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna say until you can tell me what is it? What would it be then? East Asian. I
don't know anymore.
I think it's right. East Asian. You have your South Asian and your East Asian. So fair enough.
I just tried to locate which country it is and call them that.
Okay. He may be understanding of these things in and of himself, and then he realizes that some people are just ignorant. That why would you not understand? So it's me saying just now, a couple of minutes ago, why are people so worried about the trans people that they're gonna kill him? Because I just don't get it. Like maybe he's like, what are you so ignorant about that you don't understand that you just don't make certain racial jokes, or you don't talk about women in a certain way, or you don't go up and grab a woman that you don't know. It's like you just don't do that in the workplace, kind of thing. It's like obviously, whereas some people it's not obvious.
Big up Griff.
Some people don't know. Obviously. So it's either that or he's coming from a place of such privilege that he's the exact opposite of that. flip side of the coin, he's so ignorant to the fact that these things happen. He doesn't even get why you would need a book. And he's reading it. He's like, touching hair. Like, why not? Why would I touch it?
What was the fallout from this anyway?
Because people were like, "Why are you dumb? Like, do you know these things happen in the workplace? Like this stuff that you're talking about." That he said, "How can it happen? It happens all the time." And then now, there was a thread. I think it was Kelechi's thread. Kelechi's somebody on Twitter that's got quite a few followings. She talks a lot about
followings.
She talks a lot about feminism and stuff like that.
Such
Providings, yes. She talks a lot about feminism and she picks up a lot of these things and she runs with them and makes threads about them. So this was one of the threads that she made. And yeah, she was like, I think she might have been put retweet. Maybe I saw it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm talking rubbish. But she might have put retweet if somebody's come to touch your hair at work or something. And it was bare retweets, I think. But then definitely, I see on a day-to-day basis when these women discuss it, how many women talk about the fact that people come to touch their hair at work? Big adults,
Listen, I'm a man, and it's happened to me before.
Yes,
I still don't see the big deal though.
No, bruv. No, cuz. No.
Let me tell you something.
Fucking
I mean,
no.
I know black women hate it, but
bruv.
I don't agree with it. But then I also say to myself is in this way, if a white person went to somewhere in Africa and there was no weave, I think they would touch their hair too. I think in general, if it's something that you never see before, like somebody, like let's say that you go to like the village and they've never seen a white person before.
Oh, you mean the black people will touch white people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
They might touch their hair. But we're not living in a place where you never see no black people before. You see black people all the time.
I went Turkey, yeah? They don't see black people there often, yeah? They were fascinated by my mere existence, but they still had the wherewithal about them to say, I don't mean to be funny, but I would really like to take a picture with you. We don't see black people here often. Yeah?
Look, you've heard if you've been listening, you've heard my Turkey stories, bro. And you heard my missus was so vexed that she just wanted to go.
That's what they said.
People taking pictures of her,
to me as well.
people doing this and that. So,
but what I'm saying to you, the difference is they had the wherewithal to say something. Whereas the white people that I've encountered have normally, they touch you first. And then when you look at them to say, what the fuck are you doing? Then it turns into, oh, it just looks so nice. I just wanted to see how it felt. And you're like, well, but
that does sound like rape.
With you,
basically.
No, but with you, simple. With you, I think you're going to get it from black people just the same way.
No.
I have seen black people touch your hair. I have been in Brazil with you, with little girls running behind you, trying to touching your hair.
What did you say? Little girls?
Little girls running.
Children.
Oh my God, look at his hair. Look at his hair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Touch it.
That's very different. I'm talking about adults.
I've seen adults touch your hair. Bruv, your hair is longer than most people's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair goes down to almost your legs.
Is longer than some people.
Yes.
Shout out Mr. Wolf.
Oh.
I think you should cut your hair to match my size.
Skitty bitty bop.
But you know what I mean? So with you, I get why you'll be frustrated. Same thing with my missus. She's got really long hair. Everybody wants to touch her hair. We always want to talk about her hair. Everywhere we go, they talk about her hair.
There is, whatever culture you're in, there is a fascination with hair. Hair is important. They say your hair is your crown, and it's true.
So then why the fuck do they think it's alright to come and touch your
No,
hair?
they shouldn't touch your hair. That's the problem.
I'm not saying they should,
But
but I can understand why people are fascinated with hair. They're fascinated with their own hair. They're fascinated with other people's hair. They're fascinated with hair that they've never seen or touched before. That is just normal. I think that's just normal. It's just normal. Whether you want to just go and touch somebody's hair without asking them first, but then sometimes it's not even about whether you ask first.
I don't think
because black women, I've heard many complaints that why are you even asking to touch my hair?
Yeah, because they're not asking to touch their hair.
No, some people are saying.
No, I'm saying that black people are not asking to touch white people's hair
at all.
Maybe because I'm not.
Okay, again, but again, as I said, if you want to do like what's it called, then devil's advocate, because there's women with weave, they touch their hair that way, so maybe you could see it that way.
Yeah, but they're not touching their hair; they're touching Indian hair.
Yeah, but it's the same like length,
or South hair. American.
Oh, same like, but you know what I mean? It's long hair, but no black person's really going up to white people like, oh my God, let me touch your hair. They don't do it.
There's plenty of black men out there that want to run their hands through their silky blonde hair.
But that's the bend, innit? But the women are not going up to them.
I want to run my hand through somebody's hair without it getting stuck.
This guy.
Jesus.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that they're gonna go and do. No white woman's coming into work and telling you yesterday. They're not going back to their husband and saying, you know what, Bin Bola wanted to run her fingers through my hair today. She just put her hand through it. It's not happening.
It's not happening because we know better.
Same way we don't go out to the white people's food and go and sniff their food and ask them, what's that you're eating?
I hate that. Oh yeah, I've been there. It's nice, isn't it?
We don't care about your shit. Do your shit yourself, innit? We don't disturb you in that level. What we want to do is look at your payslip. That's what we really want to do. Is see how much more you're getting more paid than we are. That's what we care about.
Yeah,
we don't care about your hair.
I think it comes down to the fact that, like what you said about a white person going to the village and then being the center of attention, because we in this podcast are in a country where we're the minority and we are covered, surrounded, and enveloped by the mass society. We don't have to check. Like,
this is part of the reason
because
they're not doing it to Asians though.
It's just yeah, but their hair is the same, and they will sniff their food.
They'll sniff their food, yeah, but they won't. I don't know if they're gonna go and touch
because the food is something they're not cooking at home, whereas the hair is something that they can relate to. It's a white person's hair, Asian person's hair, more or less the same thing. So they don't have to go stroke your hair because it's the same as my hair.
I just think it's.
Well, your food is different, so I'll go to your food. When they come dressed in a sari or something, or I don't know what the dudes wear, they'll say, "Oh, that looks fantastic. Let me touch the sequins or something." So they will do that.
It's always touchy.
When something is different or foreign or something you are not used to, you'll go and you'll be fascinated by it. That's just life. Yeah, if you are not fascinated by something that's outside of your realm of normality, then that means you don't want to learn that.
Nah, I just think that there's a time and a place, and when men are working,
you're talking like black people just landed here though. This is 2017.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We've been here a long time.
If they're little children, if it's children,
different thing.
Yeah, I agree. Because children, they do things like that all the time to learn.
That's discovery. Yeah,
but
exactly.
you're a big adult. You're 30.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry.
And you're coming to come and touch my.
No, sorry.
You know what? Some people went to schools where all right, our niece and nephew, Wala, go to school and they say that in the year there's like 3 black students, 3 or 4 black students. Yeah. The people are not used to being around black people there in that school.
But there's children.
We were watching. What was it? That program the other day? The dates one, first dates. And there was a black dude. They were both Ghanaian actually. A Ghanaian dude, and he went to Eton. And he said he was the only black person in his. I don't know if it was his year or within 2 years. He was the only black person. He said I was head boy, and he said some people are fascinated by me because I was the only black person. They're not used to if you grew up in an area, or it's because I think you lot is spoiled sometimes as well. You come from London. You get somebody that came from outside of London, comes to live in London, works in your area now, and then it's like, oh, there's all this stuff that maybe I saw it when I come to London, but now I'm actually sitting next to somebody that is black that I've never sat next to. But equally,
I come up in Hackney in the IDs where there wasn't really that many white people.
Yeah.
So you could say that
but you're still in the white country. That's what I'm
Listen.
saying.
It's not just about the racial thing. It's about the personal space as well. They believe that they can just do anything in your personal space.
It's true.
They can do things with your personal
right.
belonging, and you should be okay with it.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
And you know that they think that you should be okay with it because when you then react in a way that suggests that you're not okay with it, they're kind of confused. Like, what do you mean? What's wrong? You should be happy that I want to touch your hair. What the fuck do you mean?
Okay, all right. That one I can't. I can't. So I can understand why they do it. I know why, because you have this privilege, and it's white privilege. But yeah, fair enough. I can't really.
But yeah, but you see. So anyway, going back to the original thing, I think I can't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, look after your own shit, man. I'm just saying, look after your own shit, because right about now, not everybody's looking after you. You saw that with the what's the what's that? We didn't even talk about that. The Logan Summer thing.
What happened there?
You're right. Logan Summer got removed from One Extra.
Seriously?
He was going to be on One Extra. You didn't see what happened?
No, what happened?
So he was going to go to One Extra.
Yeah,
right?
Logan Summer.
He's a grime DJ.
But he's a white boy, yeah?
Right.
Obviously hangs around with a lot of blacks, white boy from Essex. Right, in his tweets, they found the old tweets. He's one of the old tweet stories, yeah? So they found some old tweets, yeah?
Stormzy, big up Stormzy.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, baby. But he must have made some tweets where he was abusing black women. He was saying stuff like, he was with black friends on Twitter, talking openly about black girls. Stuff like, when there's a black, when one woman is black. He was talking about lighties a lot as well. So when the dad is black and the mum is white, that's the worst mix. They were wrong uns, those ones. Something like that anyway. Stuff like that.
This is what happens. You see, you fucking let them...
This is the thing I'm talking about. Remember, I keep saying this and people always shut me down. You lot like to shut me down when I say this stuff as well. Especially Mr. Wolf.
No,
because you do. Right? When I told Mr. Wolf that, I'm saying to them that these black boys, right, and fully talking about white girls like they're precious, whatever, and cussing off black girls in front of these white people. So that's why the boy that felt comfortable to be dissing the black women in front of another black man, and they didn't pull him up. They didn't pull him up.
Yeah, he should have got a throat punch.
They didn't pull him up. They were joining in.
Yeah, he should have got a throat punch.
Because they themselves are cussing the black women the same way.
No, I hear you.
And again, when this all come out and it was happening, I didn't see black men running to go. You don't even know about it.
Let me ask you a question. So I didn't hear exactly what he said, but in some way he was insulting mixed race women. Yeah?
It was a group of them, mixed race, black girls, all of them.
Okay, if he says something that you actually agree with,
Mm.
yeah, and he's white and he says it, should you pull him up on saying it because he's white?
Don't talk about black girls. Sit down and talk about your own white girls.
I'm with him on that one.
Don't. Because, sorry, but unfortunately, your history has not allowed it, so you can't come to talk about our people again. Because when it comes, even if it doesn't come with the thing that comes behind it, it has something behind it.
Yeah.
All right. Stavros doesn't co-sign that.
I know you wouldn't, but that's for me. That's how it is.
Because I always deal on just truth and reality. So maybe it's opinion. So let's stick with opinion then, because that's the lowest denominator then. So it's opinion. But if I agree with your opinion, but put it this way, I want people to be honest with me. Yeah, I don't want you to ever go out of your way to insult somebody for insulting sake. But if you feel that so let's use an example of what I would say. So if I say I don't like black women wearing weave, I think it shows some sort of self-loathing or some sort of self-hatred, even if it's like 2 times removed. That's the reason. And a white person says it, I don't think I should tell them don't say that. If you have reasons for saying it, and you have some sort of justification, then
yeah, but listen to
that's not an insult.
But that's not an insult. Listen to what he
black women take that as an insult when I say that.
Yeah, they've taken it as an insult, but you're not insulting it. He said light-skinned girls who have black dads and white mums are the worst combination. What kind of fucking thing is that, bro?
Maybe it's true.
Oh, how?
Come on.
Maybe it's true.
How do you know it's true?
That's
a stereotype that you're just bringing out, is it?
What, the stereotype about the hair is the same. That's still a stereotype.
No, but Stav, let's be honest. This is why sometimes you're being devil advocate for being devil advocate's sake. He's insulting them. He can't know that that's the worst combination. He can't, because he doesn't know all of them, does he? So he's making a stereotype, a racial one at that. And you as a white person, you should shut your mouth and sit down. And as a black person, you slap him in the throat.
All right. In that example, I can't justify that example. Yes, I would say.
And the problem is,
I don't
his
know why.
black friends should not allow this boy to feel comfortable enough to be opening his mouth to say this foolishness. And not even then, he felt comfortable enough to do it out in the open. He didn't even do it with his brethren at home. He did it out in the open on Twitter, and they joined him.
You know what I would say? Do you have any white people that are part of your inner circle?
No. In my circle.
Simple Simon. Do you have any white people that are part of your inner circle?
Or my family, but no.
All right. And as far as I can think of, I don't. But we would say that we have brown people that are part of our inner circle. Yes.
Yeah. What's brown?
Brown. I'll say Asian.
Okay, let's say Asians. That's what they are, man.
Yeah.
All right. Becoming brown people.
Well, I say black, I say white, I say brown. I even say yellow. I say red as well. Yes.
Damn.
Yes. What is red?
Red bound.
A Polish.
No, Native Americans. I'll call them red.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
real racist. Go on.
If I can be called black and you can be called white, why can't you be called yellow? What's the problem?
Because they're not actually yellow.
I'm not actually black, and they're not actually white.
What, Dav?
Huh?
Yeah, you are.
You are a shade of black.
All right. Thank you. All right. My point is that I feel that the brown people in our circle feel comfortable saying certain things that if a white person says, you'd be upset with. But because they're in part of our circle, and because you know that they don't mean anything like super negative about it, it's cool.
No, I think
whereas if that brown person said it to a black person that wasn't in their circle, that black person would be just as upset now about what you're upset about.
I don't know, because
I'm telling you that now. I know I've heard it.
The reason why
I've heard it. I've heard people say stuff in front of Wahala, and Wahala's cool with it because he knows they don't mean what he thinks they might mean. He knows that this is just part of the conversation. They're conversing with us.
I'm speaking
because he has no white people that he's that close with that can say that.
No.
I'm speaking for myself. For myself, I would say that, in that scenario that you're talking about there,
yes,
the Asian person would get more of a blight for me because I think that the Asian person understands my struggle and what I've gone through to a greater degree than any white person would.
Okay,
so,
but they're still not black.
Yes,
and they're still talking about black culture.
There's black culture, and to be honest, there's black culture. I don't have a problem with this. You know what? Black culture is a different thing. I said black women. One thing men should be doing is protecting their women.
I'll give you a shit.
Right?
He's on one today.
You do not hear, even if the white man's always talking about Shirley, should have this, should have that, you don't hear white mans abusing their white women
to other people.
In general. They'll never tell you white women are like this. You never heard them say white girls are like this. White girls, I fucking hate white girls. I don't like white girls. But you never heard them say that. You said them say girls.
well,
Hold on, let me finish.
It's true.
You heard them say girls.
They would say that. And like I just said, you got no white people in your circle that you have this conversation.
But I've gone to school with them. It's not. I got to work with them.
I spent my whole life around white
So
people.
I heard them in it when they're talking about. They're not telling you white girls are this.
They don't. They'll say girls.
All right,
You know those type of girls that are like, there's like, I've never ever heard any a white person categorically say white women do this.
So even if, so again, I'm not saying that I would have a problem with. I might not have a problem with white boys talking about black boys, but I would have less of a depending on what they said about the black boys, I might have less of a problem with him talking about black men than if he's talking about black women. Because as far as I'm concerned, call me a misogynist or whatever, but as a black man, I protect black women. That's what I think.
But
so you don't come out, you don't attack black women.
Okay.
Deal with your women. Don't come and talk about my women. Don't.
All right. Okay. Because the thing for me is always about truth.
I don't care about your damn truth. You and your truth business. And that's why, and that's the problem. Because if you're saying it's about truth, and these people are abusing black women, and you're calling it true, then you got a problem too.
What?
Because it can't be true. Because not all black women are the same.
Gaza.
Yeah, but I'm not. Okay, so now you've just put it on me. Like I'm saying, I want people to be honest. That's what I want. If you have something that is going on in your head, here's Stavros then. Maybe I'm an idiot. Yeah, maybe I'm stupid. If you think something, that's what I want you to tell me. I don't want you to tell me, oh, the sun is blue when you think it's red. I don't want you to tell me that you think I'm strong when you think I'm weak. I don't want you to lie to me. So if what you're saying is that if you have something negative that you want to say, because you hear this a lot, then keep it to yourself. You've got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. All right, I hear that. That's cool. I don't agree with that. I don't want you to hide things from me. I don't want you to cover over things just because you feel that I can't take it or that you're going to get punished in some sort of way. I want you to be honest with me. Now, if that comes to you saying something insulting about a black woman, then by all means say it and then let me, yes, just like you said, jump on the thing and defend my black woman. But that doesn't mean that I feel, if you're not saying something that's just insult for the sake of insult, if you're saying something that could be seen as insulting, but that is actually what your opinion is and you've got some sort of basis for your opinion, but I disagree with you, I can come and defend whatever it may be. But let's stick to the black women. I'll come and defend my black women and say, no, how dare you say that? So they could say, why do black women have a problem with people touching their hair? What's the big deal? Nobody else has a problem. And then I can come and say, it's because everybody wants to touch their hair. They just want to go to work. They just want to walk down the street. Why is it that they should feel such and such a way? They're not in a petting zoo, etc., etc. I can give you all these examples, yeah?
That's not insult. I'm talking about insult.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about insults. I'm not talking about general discussion. I'm not talking about.
I was taking it away from the example that you gave.
I'm talking about. If you're talking about general discussion where you're asking questions because you actually want to have knowledge of it, like that question, like the same thing with this Russell Howard thing. When he said that, I think one of these black brothers needs to take him to the side and explain to him, bruv, you don't understand, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it needs to be told. Or even a black woman or whoever needs to tell him, this is what happens. Because obviously he doesn't know, yeah? He's a fool for not knowing as far as I'm concerned, but he doesn't know, yeah? Right? That's completely different from people abusing black women. Right?
I am not co-signing that anybody should just go around abusing black women.
I'm not saying that you are, right? But what I'm saying is what you're telling us is completely different. But if you're telling me that their truth is to tell you that all black women are this, all black women are that, and they're black, and it's abuse, and you want to hear that truth, that's on you. Don't come tell me that truth and don't come near me at all. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to talk to you. If that's how you're believing and that's what you want to walk with, don't come to talk to me.
Yeah, but the point is they will talk to you. They're going to talk to you about something else, though.
Well, they shouldn't feel brave enough to have that discussion with you and think that you're going to have that discussion back with them. They shouldn't feel. They shouldn't feel comfortable enough to come and abuse black women in front of you and you be cool and think that they're going to be able to be cool enough to walk away from that situation. Okay.
Well, okay. Now, here's the thing.
They won't do that about your mum.
This, when I say an opinion, well, I guess when you bring up mum thing, I guess that does kind of change it. But the point I'm trying to make is, okay, all right. Is a
Stop making the point, man. Stop. Don't let these people abuse black women. There's no point to be made.
But you keep going on to abuse, and I'm talking about opinion. So,
no, why you go? This is the problem that people have. Stick to the thing that we're talking about. We're talking about abuse. You're not. It's almost like you're trying to now give them a reason as to why they can.
Things can change.
Don't give them a thing to change.
Hold on.
Why are you not making it about opinion?
We're talking about this from when we were talking about Cinderella and bloody pee underneath bed. That's how we got to this conversation. So things change, yeah? The conversation doesn't go linear and we never veer off into any different direction. I said that no, by all means, especially as a black man, you should defend your black women. And if a man is just going out there insulting black women for the sake of insulting them, then yes, you should defend them. I said that already. So if
Black
you
women
wanna,
are not joking, huh?
yeah. So if you want to keep coming back with that, because this didn't come out like, looking like I'm a bastard, didn't it? I'm saying defend your black women if men of any race, any creed, any color, any religion is just insulting your black woman for the sake of insulting her. Then yes, you defend them. That's what I'm saying.
Which is what Logan Summer was doing.
Which is why I said because for me, Wahala's done his little monologue where he's throwing up his black fist and he's defending his black woman, and I don't think either of us disagree with that.
Nope.
So then that's the end of that conversation as far as I'm concerned. You could keep going on and running over the same ground, or me as the host can pivot and let's talk about something slightly different where we actually have a difference of an opinion, because I know I might feel differently than you two and we can actually have a debate.
Okay.
So I changed the conversation slightly rather than we would just say yes, we agree, and then we sit there.
I just think they
I change it and I'll say, but yeah, I hear what you're saying and I agree with you, but I do feel that people should be able to say what they feel if what they're saying is not just out there just to offend. And that is a separate conversation. And you're saying you don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah,
You're just taking it back to the first conversation.
Yeah, because why can't we just cuss them down? Why can't we just cuss them
Alright
down?
then, alright.
You're too busy always trying to find ways to do it. It's almost, I know it's not what you're doing, but it sounds like you were just trying to find, well, maybe. No, cuss them down. Cuss them down. And be done with it.
Okay then.
Cuss them down, because they need to know that you cannot do it.
Alright.
Every time we're trying to find different, and this, and maybe because you lot call me the feminist one, because I read things, but it's true. I see them sometimes. They say you lot will talk about stuff, and then you will find ways to then defend them somehow. That's what you're not doing that, but it sounds like what you're doing. That's what I'm saying.
But this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about just dealing with honesty. Then this is exactly the point I'm trying to make. You have to deal with what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is that I agree with you. What Simple Simon is saying is that he agrees with you. We all agree with you. We all have that same thing. We will all defend our. You might. I don't even want to ask you, because then you'll come like that one bastard and say that I wouldn't defend somebody that's just insulting a black woman. For the
No,
sake
of course you
insulting
would
them.
defend them.
Yeah. So when I change the subject, because
Don't change the subject.
Okay, that's fine. This
is the subject. Though.
That is a different topic then. If you want to say, Stavros, let's stick with this. Don't pivot it slightly so that we can have this conversation. I don't want to have that conversation.
I said that.
Right now. Yeah, but you said that after, because the point what I'm making is that I actually changed the conversation, and you kept taking it back and back and back, and I said,
Because then I finish.
that's fine. And I'm saying, fine then, that's cool. We'll go back and we'll just sit here, the three of us men, and insult anybody from any culture that wants to insult black women. We could do that, yeah? If you want to do that, we could do that. If that makes for good listening, then that makes for good listening. I'm sure that, because most of our listeners are black women. That's what I believe from the feedback I get and from the people that listen to this show.
Are you serious? We got black women as well.
Most of the people that listen to this show are black women.
I'm happy about that, you know.
Yeah. So they might want to hear a strong black man and his brethren. You know,
He's a strong word,
the Three Musketeers.
He's a strong
I'm
word.
talking about you, Mr. King.
Yeah. See my chest.
I'm talking about you. And they might want to hear, let me sit here for 10 minutes in my chair or in this tube on the way to work, wherever it is, and hear these men defend me. For once. I would say, though, this is a running thing where we, on our podcast, do it often. That's all I would say.
No, we do.
We do it often.
But we always tangent it off to this maybe and maybe that.
All right.
So
I'm out here trying to segue though. Yeah.
No, because
Let me segue. No, because I'd rather, if he's gonna segue, I just don't want to segue to something that would sound like we'd end up saying that maybe this or maybe no. Don't cuss the black woman down. Stay in your place. Cuss Julie down, innit?
No,
cuss Julie.
On the same level though. On the same level of the black woman again. Now, did you see that thing today on Twitter where
on Twitter
there was a black woman who was in a car doing a video talking about the problems that she's having with either social workers or key workers and her son. Basically, he's a teenager. He's got a social worker or a key worker, and the key worker is letting him stay over at her house. He's giving him money, giving him laptop and all these kind of things. And basically, the relationship that the key worker has developed with the boy has meant that the relationship that he's having with his own mum is an issue. And she's been campaigning from, what did she say? 2000 and he's 19 now. So from he was 14, I think it was, until now, she's been telling the people, that the social workers and that listen, this key worker that he's got is not for his benefit. Like what she's doing is quite divisive and whatever. And apparently this key worker is letting a whole bunch of other boys sleep over at her house and all them kind of things. And she gives them money and all these kind of things. Or
What, is that a paedophile thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Clearly, you're crossing boundaries, isn't it?
It's,
But anyway,
it's either a paedophile kind of thing. Well, what's happening now is she's having to put out her own, like, this video is basically her campaign to find out what's going on. And
why did you go into the key work in the first place?
I don't understand. I don't understand. He's like on some crime thing or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so he got in trouble once. They gave the key worker and all the rest of it. And since the key worker's been there now, he started to go to jail. Like, he's been in jail, come out, been in jail again, come out. But it's always like, and when he's in jail, the key worker doesn't pay no attention to him. She don't go see him and nothing like that. The mum has to do all of that. When he comes out again, all of a sudden the key worker's back onto it. I felt like the key worker was basically the leader of some cartel or something, and he was an errands boy going out there and pushing weight or whatever for him, and all the other youths are doing it as well, because the behaviour is consistent with that. Like, when he's gone to jail, you don't want to know him again. What's that about?
Oh, what's this? Like to pick a pocket or two. What was that?
Oliver.
So like Fagan, boy.
So I haven't watched Oliver, but the impression I get is that the dude is just there.
You watch Oliver?
I haven't. I don't want to argue with it.
This man said he ain't watch Roots.
Yes.
This man said he ain't watch Oliver.
Yes.
I sat down with the man. We grew up together. Watch the things.
I know.
Can you just let us just deal with the point? Mister doesn't want to sound regret. Don't change the topic, innit? But we're changing the topic now. Talking about this.
I don't even understand what we're talking about now.
But the point is, from what my understanding of that thing is, the Fagan is there sending kids to the steal and rob, innit?
Yeah, and basically,
So that's what you're saying. This woman is she's like a Fagan.
that's what she's like, a Fagan, and apparently there's a white woman as well.
I don't know what this situation. I have to read about it because I don't get it.
Because we haven't seen the video, it's a bit out there, but it's deep when somebody is dealing with your child outside of your realm of control.
Well, the mum and the dad's broken up, innit? So the mum's raising the youth by herself.
Why is because the mum and dad broken up? That must mean that that she's raising it by herself. Where does that always?
No, she actually said that.
Yeah, but why does that have to be the case? Like, what?
Why
Do you think that
black men don't like raising
No,
children?
do you think that men, because we don't have the it's blatantly obvious, but because we obviously don't have the baby inside of us. Okay, you're both fathers. I'm not a father, right?
Yeah.
Right? Do you feel not an emotional attachment to your child, but a physical attachment to your child?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't feel physical attachment to anyone. I guess it's emotional, isn't it? For me, all right, and so simple. How do you feel the physical?
In a strange way, I consider her to be an actual extension of myself.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Okay, all right. So
if that's what you mean, then yeah.
So
yes.
because I think that because we don't house the child, and obviously don't deliver the child, and obviously even the thing where they talk about. No, you didn't deliver the child. You delivered it, but you didn't bring it out of your uterus, did it? It didn't come out of your stomach.
I delivered the child.
But, you know what I mean, anyway, yeah? And obviously, even when they said that you should put it on the mother's chest so they got this bond or whatever, I think that makes a major difference as to why mothers can't feel, well, they can, obviously there's some that do it, I'm not saying that they don't, feel a lot harder to sever their ties with their children.
Yeah, of course, but that's standard though. You don't have to like dwell into it. You don't have to be a father or mother. Why does men
find it so easy to do?
That's what I don't get. Now I was with my brother-in-law yesterday. It was his birthday. I was around there, and all the children were there. And for some reason, I don't know why. I think there was something on TV, and they were building something for this man who was in a wheelchair. And they were saying that, it's one of these programs where they rebuild the house so that he can spend more time with his family. Because apparently they eat dinner. The mum and his three sons, eat dinner in the kitchen. But because his wheelchair is an electric wheelchair, can't get through the door, he's in the living room and he's properly fully disabled, can't walk, can barely talk. Yeah, and he eats in the living room by himself. And I said, what kind of bastard family is that? So they're saying, it's because it's separating our family, it's put a wedge in our family. So we eat in the kitchen and he eats in the living room. I said, well, why don't you all just eat in the living room? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then for some reason, my brain then switched to, why is it some men find it so easy to leave the house? That I don't know why my brain went in that direction. And then I was telling my brother-in-law, like, what is it with men that, because my daughter was just running around at the time, and I looked at her and I said, because I thought, what if I was that man and I couldn't eat with my daughter? And then I thought, well, my daughter would come and eat with me. And then I thought, there's some men that choose not to eat with their children. And then I thought, how can a man just leave his children? And so that was the final thought that just came out of my mouth, and I actually said that, and everyone, we just started discussing that. Why is it some men just can leave? I said, how can you do it? And I was just looking at my daughter running around. I said, I could never do that. I could never just leave this girl and decide, I ain't going. I'm going laters.
I would say reasonable doubt.
But the big news yours.
Yeah, reasonable doubt could make it easier.
But let's say the ones that you know is your child.
But I think the ones that you know is your child, I don't know if those men dip. I think those are the men that still don't.
No, how many men leave and they give themselves plausible
liability.
They find ways to give themselves excuses.
Yeah, because
it's the woman
men that have 7 children all over the gap.
It's it's her. She stopped me from seeing my youth. But then when you want to go and get money from somebody, you kill a man to get it. You understand?
No, yeah, I hear you.
So what?
I'm not backing them. I'm not backing them.
I don't get it. I don't get how. I'm not a father. I don't get how you can just do that.
You don't have to. I don't think you even have to be a father.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
I don't think it's a mad thing. Going off about what you're saying there, because I don't know if we're gonna stay on this, but going off about what you're saying there, let's use this as a situation with this wheelchair thing, yeah? Right? Do you think, and is it valid even, yeah? For if you was to be with somebody over a period of time and then they end up being disabled to the point where they can't do anything.
Are you changing the topic totally? Because I want to cuss men for leaving their children more.
Okay, go on then. Let's go back. Go back then. And we'll go on to the other thing in a minute.
Men, you're bastards. Or any of you that leave your children, yeah, I just don't see how you can do it. It is annoying.
Is there ever a reason why you should leave your child?
This is the conversation because my brother-in-law said there are times, and the example he gave is if you are like a fully crackhead, and there is that 10% of you that knows I'm gonna steal from my own child, I'm gonna put them in situations that's gonna cause them harm, and it's actually better for me to not be around this person. And he said that there are situations where the part of you that's sane or the part of you that's normal can realize that I'm a hindrance to my child, to their progress and to their health and to their safety, and it's better for me to not be around them. And I said that is an example that you've just given me where a man can almost up to the point you could say they're manning up and they're saying I need to be away from you for your own benefit.
Okay.
The reason I've understood that is because I think we could all understand doing that with women. Like, I'm not good for you. Not I'm leaving you because I don't like you, or even it could just be that they like you, and it's like I could keep you around and have fun with you, but I'm not gonna allow you to progress in life. I think we could all relate to that. I'm not allowing you to go and get a man that actually wants you more so than I want you and to be happy in life. Yeah. So I'm going to actually cut you off for your own benefit, not for me. I'm happy here, whatever. But you're not going to be happy in the long run, and that's where I could understand it because I can get it in that way.
Okay.
But that's the one, unless you guys can give me another example, that's the only time I can think of it. But I just don't get how a normal everyday man that's whatever just runs into some beef with the woman and is like, just lay them.
What about for your own sanity? What about if you're in a relationship with somebody, you break up, that person is using your child as a weapon against you? Wow.
Well, I've said it many times.
But let me finish anyway. They're using it as a weapon against you, and the way that killing them is going to cause your child even more distress.
You keep saying that,
but I'm just going to say that. I'm saying that in this scenario,
Columbo would have to find me.
So I'm saying in this, it's giving them even more distress that they're going to have one parent that's dead.
Yeah,
you've seen.
The bad parent.
No, but you've seen how it is when one parent's you've seen it in your family when one parent is dead. It's not something that's okay.
Okay, but
anyway, fine. But let me carry on. You can't fill in the gap.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, you keep pretending that
I'm a legend.
What you're saying is sense.
I'm a legend.
It's hard work, bro.
Okay, so
I know, especially with my wife.
But you can see that. So then, every time that you go there, there's an argument. Your child feels like the child is getting to a point where they're feeling stressed. They don't know what to do. They feel like they're in the middle. So they think the best thing for me to do is just leave because I'm causing.
But that's the same thing what I just said. As much as it's not drugs, but the situation is that by me being here, I'm causing you harm.
Okay.
So that's the same. It falls under the same category. Me being here is worse for you than if I wasn't here, and that's the only time it makes sense.
So you have to eat that basically.
Or you can kill the woman.
Boy,
or you can kill the woman.
I'm not advocating.
Or they say kidnap. I don't get how you kidnap your own child, but yeah, you could take your child and run, like Kalashnikov said. Take my son and run to Jamaica or something, wherever it was. Yes, big up Kalashnikov.
Don't know. You have to murder anyone, but anyway.
Then take the child and run.
Do you man hear about the thing happening in Oxford Street today?
Yeah, but if we're gonna jump on that, can I go back to the thing I was talking about before?
Go on.
Yeah, make it quick.
All right, so do you? Going back to what I was saying. So you're with a person.
Yes.
You're suddenly, and just say that you're married for 5 years.
Yes.
You're in your late 30s.
Yes.
Or early 30s, late 30s, whatever. Yeah. Stop rushing me. Let me just. I have to hear you do your gospel and thing all the time, right? So then eventually, right? They get disabled, or you get disabled, right? Do you think it's okay for your partner to resent you for that?
For being disabled?
Yeah, and then how would you deal with that situation?
I told her to leave me.
I said to my missus, if it gets to the point where you have to wipe my bottom, man, it's gonna be like that for the rest of my life. I said, chip me, man.
You think that they should leave you?
Just chip me.
You and your family.
No,
so that's you,
chip
your
you
daughter, and your...
is to murk you.
Yeah. Just
Wow. So you think you should murder it?
Yeah, chip me, man.
But it's not that bad.
If I don't have children,
it's just
then,
like wheelchair
then
and no hands.
My wife could leave me. I don't, but she said I wouldn't.
But if you got children,
because we said it just there. Yeah, then I said what I actually told her was leave the children and go. Innit?
You can't even walk.
That's why everyone started laughing. They're like, well, you can't look after yourself, let alone the children. And I said the oldest one can look after the rest of it. But I ain't not being there with my children. No way. So if you want to stay, fair enough.
Okay, so then let's say that she does stay, yeah, to look after the children. Would you be happy with her going to go and see another man?
No.
Oh, you have to smell essence of next bread on your woman.
No.
Jesus.
No. I'll put it this way. What I like to do, or to make it easy, is always reverse it. If the situation was reversed, and God forbid my woman was put in a position where she couldn't look after herself, and she was, in a wheelchair or something like that, and we couldn't have any more sexual or anything, that's it then, isn't it?
I think she would let you go and see.
It doesn't matter what she would do. I am not going to do it. I'm not going to be with another woman. You are the woman I married, and that's the end of it. I have to look after you.
You're a fantastic guy. You know why? Because me, strangers in the night.
I've married you, and that's the end of it.
Okay, so simple. You would enter other women.
Strangers in the night.
Yeah.
You're about that life,
bruv.
Okay, well, how long? What would you do?
I would probably not do it as well.
Would you tell her that she can be with somebody else?
Huh?
Would you tell her she can be with somebody else?
I'll tell her to leave and go with somebody else.
You got children?
I think even if I had the children, I'll say maybe I'll tell her to stay, but she can go and have sex with somebody else.
Bye.
I think maybe.
Okay, simple. Can your woman have sex with someone else?
Yeah.
So
I can't give, as a man, yeah, I should be able to give you what you need to be a woman, yeah? Right?
And sex is what makes you a woman.
No, but as a partner, yeah, part of it, yes. To be a woman, you
I'll be careful, Mr. Feminist, saying that.
What's wrong with that?
You're trying to say that part of being a woman is having to have a man that gives you sex. No, that's not.
No, what I'm saying is part of a.
That's what you said.
Let me explain to you what I'm saying. You said to me, part of a woman is to have sex, and I said yes. That's what you said.
No, well, that's not part of being.
But
a woman,
that's what you said, though, innit? So that's what I said yes to.
Well,
right. So I said part of me being with one woman is to provide her with sex. Yes, as a partner, I'm providing my woman with the thing. I don't understand why we're having an argument like we don't talk about that all the time. As your partner, you provide her with the thing.
That's you, not her. Part of being a husband is providing.
Okay, or whatever. All right,
not part of being a woman is having sex.
But yeah, me giving you the sex. Yeah, but as a woman, you're gonna want sex. It's part of your human nature to want the sex. Yeah, and as a man, I should be providing that to my woman because we've decided to be together.
Hello. Before sleep, I'd just like to know if you'd like some penis.
No. Okay.
Penis, milady.
No penis. No tongue. Okay.
No schnapps.
Okay. I'll leave you to
light refreshment.
I'll leave you to sleep.
I was
peanuts.
I was just in the lobby listening to Sizzler Kalonji, and he suggested I should pump up the pum pum. So I've come to pump up the pum pum.
No pumps.
No pumps.
Not one.
Okay.
Not two. Okay. Flat tire. No. Okay.
So okay,
Uncle Capleton said in her heart.
I don't even know if the uncle again, but my Capleton as well, like I said. But yeah, I think that I would say to her, you know what, do your thing. If she doesn't, and she says low, I'll cry tears of joy with that. I wouldn't be able to wipe my own tears. That's how deep it is. Yeah, but I would have a serious. Obviously, it would upset me and it might make me want to kill myself if she went to go and do it. But I don't think I can stop her from doing it.
I don't want to be a burden on her life. So chip me, bro.
You can leave if you want to leave.
Leave.
Yeah, but let's deal with it without children because that makes it easier.
What am I gonna do? Roll out on the chair? Just like
if we don't have children and you feel that you can't deal with the situation, you're a bastard, really, because we're married. So you should. But if you can't, then leave, and I can accept that. The cheating thing, well, it's not cheating if you're giving them
sanctioned.
But then I don't think I would sanction it.
I sanction it, man.
Because you don't have to. You can go in it if you want to go. Then go.
Even in my disabled state, I'll try a thing though.
You don't care about her happiness then.
I do, but the vows actually say, yeah. Well, you might have written them yourself, but the vows is basically the general consensus is that you're here for better or for worse, and it's not when it gets bad then leave. or when it gets bad, do you?
She's not leaving. She just wants.
She's staying.
Yeah, but no.
She just wants a stranger in the night.
If you are okay, all right.
No strangers.
Okay.
It has to be somebody that is being.
Also, now you're giving stipulations.
Yeah, man. You can't just be going around sleeping with strangers.
You got it pre-approved, yeah.
Do you want to know who it is?
See the problem. See the reason why I said strangers. Yeah.
Would you prefer it was one of your brethren?
Jesus Christ!
Are you mad?
Lord and Savior.
We've had this conversation before.
I might prefer if it was one of the brethren. Why that man have to line up?
I couldn't plug properly.
You know what? I'll be your head just sitting there in my chair looking at you in your head.
Oh, what, you gonna watch?
No, I said in your head.
Oh, I was gonna say, what kind of fucking
No, man. Because clearly I bang better than all of you. But I wouldn't do it like I wouldn't want her to know that
This
there's
man who
somebody
can't even hold his own back up well.
Yeah, it changes in.
Look at those singlet that you're wearing today. Look at it.
Yeah.
I bet you go to sleep with your singlet.
Are you serious that you would? Like,
He wouldn't, man. Don't let him
That's
just
mad.
chat rubbish.
I don't know.
He would not in life.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of if I could do it as
I
well.
I don't want a stranger touching my woman because I wanted to make sure that she's in good hands.
Yeah.
Like somebody that's gonna actually take care of her. But then I don't want you bastards near her either.
So you want
That's what I'm
somebody lovingly caressing your woman?
I want her to feel happy.
But she might want her back to get blown out though. She might not want to be touched. Though.
You know what? A lot of women would
She
take.
might not want you to. She might not want you to touch her softly.
You know what? I don't know, man. It's just one of them ones that when she comes home, I'll just be in the corner. I'll will myself into the corner and face the corner.
She said you will yourself.
Yeah. Face the corner.
She might take offense to it.
And then she comes back. And she's had too much of a good time. I throw myself on the floor, so she can feel bad that I'm on the floor. And she left me.
You're wrong, bro.
I've been here for 3 hours.
No, hang on.
I'm bad mind, you know. I'm bad mind, fam. I'm bad mind. Trust me, fam. Don't lie, boy.
I've been here. What have you been doing?
I'll tell you what, Stavros is going to hell, bro.
What the
Do you know what's wrong with it, right? The thing that's so wrong with it is that the man's in the wheelchair. Why does his speech have to be impaired?
That's what I'm saying. How did you manage to slow it?
Because in the program, the man couldn't speak properly.
Oh, okay, so now you just did it in the program.
Okay.
Nah, man. I'm bad man like that, boy. I gave you consent, but I might still be petty out here. Don't come back and tell me it was good. Like, you come back looking upset, innit? You come back to the house looking upset. You don't come back looking like it's happiness.
I've wet myself.
You're out of order, bro.
You're out of order. Stop this behavior, bro. We got the hell, man. In your singlet as well.
Fully. You're guide, boy.
Okay, so me and Simple are saying that you can go through. Stav is saying that you can't go through.
Nah. Not as it stands now, no. I don't think so. I think my mind might have changed at some point. I might have thought something else, but as it stands now, no.
Yeah, her happiness is more important to me, man. Like, for me...
The vows is important.
What?
The vows you've promised. You promised yourself to me and only me. Or is that not part of the promise when you get married?
It is, but situations change, innit?
That's the worst. And unfortunately, in this worst, that means you're stuck with me, innit? Because that's what I feel.
You're stuck with me. You're stuck with me.
Listen, if I marry you and God forbid something happens, then that's it, innit? It's like last week when I was talking about the situation when I wouldn't wear the kente and she said that she's going to be petty. And I said, boy, I can't deal with pettiness. But, we're together now and that's it. It's like, what did I say? I just have to put up with it, innit? That's it. If I didn't put a ring on you, I would have gone a long time. I don't even argue about it with women. I just later. Like, you won't even know why I've gone. But we're married now, innit? So I have to deal with it.
If you had an accident and your penis got chopped off, would you rub your stub against her?
Yeah.
Who's the man in that situation now?
No, but if you're rubbing your stub against
Stub
her...
Oh, Game of Thrones, innit? That's the Game of Thrones move, innit? I forgot about that.
Oh, here we go. You're spoiling things again.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is...
What's the word wrong with that? What's the word again? The one that Wayne was getting so upset I was saying wrong.
Eunuch.
Eunuch, that's all eunuchs.
Say your simple.
No, because I'm thinking about what you just said about rubbing the stub. But for whose benefit is that?
For her, isn't it? Again, it's a pleasure for her.
Is it for her or is it for you, though?
Did you get a pleasure from it? Can your stub still do something?
This is what I'm trying to
You
establish.
can't bust nut again.
It's like a clitoris, isn't it?
Oh, God.
You just do a bit of scissor action.
No,
So
but
simple. What was it you were going to say?
About what?
Whatever thing before this one started bringing up the wheelchair business.
I got some mad things I can just... I'm not even going to bring it.
What
Go on,
happened?
this
No.
Nah.
You
nah,
sure? You sure?
Nah,
It's about the stub, innit?
Nah. It's kind of about the stub. But it's already disgusting me so bad. I should have left it for somewhere where Mr. Wolf is there because it would be his face that I would love to see when I ask the question. Nah,
You got to fucking ask it now.
Nah, I'm leaving it.
Just say the thing, man, before we go.
All right, so let's take it to the grimy level, yeah? Disgusting level. Let's say that the stub is there, yeah?
Yeah.
And the only way that you can get any form of stimulation is for the anus.
Yeah, so anyway.
Exactly. Would you be involved?
I don't know. I can't call that. I'm out here saying no on principle, but you don't know, bruv. Nah, fuck it, no.
Is that level 4 stuff?
I don't know what level it is, but that's the only time I've said no in life. One girl tried it. I don't know. No. That's the one time I've said no.
No. Why?
Because you know, in life, you get pushed to a certain level. You get pushed to a certain level, and it's like you don't realize you would have gone over that hurdle until you got to the hurdle and started jumping, or somebody pulled you over. It's like, oh, what? Oh, I'm actually jumping over this hurdle. Yeah. That's happened. Obviously, that happens in sex, isn't it? You don't know what you're gonna do until you get to that point. It's like, oh, I'm doing this now. Oh, this is part of my life now. And that's the one time I said, no. So that's not part of my life yet, and I don't know what I would do in that situation.
Right, fair enough.
If a woman rubbed your own nut on you, would you be upset?
What the hell did that come from?
Yes.
You would be upset.
I'm not one of them. No. Yes. Anyway, yes is the answer. I'm not about that life. That's for you.
Why is it for me?
No, it's for the woman, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
That's for you. You hold that. You look after that there.
This is a wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute.
All right, say your thing before we go.
Yeah, Oxford Street madness today.
Yeah,
I don't think anything happened.
This is the joke, yeah, and this is part of the thing about the people telling their truth and all the rest of it. Yeah, listen to this. Yeah, so I must have unfortunately been out on Oxford Street around about this time. I was walking across Regent Street when the police blockade came up. There was about 8 vans that were going for it.
Can I just do the foundation before you go?
Yeah, go on.
So Oxford Street on Friday in November
24th.
There was reports of gunshots inside the station, I believe, the Oxford Street Tube Station. And so people are running all left, right, and for those international listeners that don't know, Oxford Street is the centre of London, which is the centre of the UK. It is the busiest part of the whole of the country. It's the shopping centre of London. And basically the station was locked off for a few hours. People were panicking. Certain shops, I think, got shut down as well. People were thinking that you know,
shops,
that people thought there was all of a sudden, Chinese whispers thing started happening now, where people thought there were gunshots in certain shops. Gunshots in shops, and then shops were getting closed for that reason as well. So it was just chaos basically.
It's Black Friday as well.
Black Friday. So what happened is that a few hours later, I don't know if this is going to spoil your story, but it seems like there wasn't anything that actually happened.
So, well, a few hours later, it seemed like there wasn't anything that happened. But again, this is what I'm saying about people telling the truth and stuff, yeah?
Go ahead.
So, I'm on Regent Street. These police cars are flying by, and I'm talking to a colleague of mine. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on up here. What's all this noise about? Anyway, we're walking. Black Friday, there's too many people on the street or whatever. So, start taking some back streets to get back to where we're going to. All of a sudden, we got to a point where there was a whole bunch of people running. You know, like, have you seen that film World War Z?
Yes.
Where you see them running. Yeah. It was like that. It was like that. There was a whole bunch of people running. So my colleague's going, "What's going on here?" And I said, "Whatever you do, don't start running. Yeah, just like if you're gonna do anything, just move over to the side." Then all of a sudden, I see some woman, run! They're killing people on Oxford Street. They're killing people. They're murdering them. Bruv, she was going in like it was like.
What was she?
I don't know. She was some foreign.
What?
Have you seen the Daily Mail headline?
Yeah, they're saying that about the terrorists was driving.
That they said there was van running into pedestrians.
Hold on. Was she an ethnic?
Daily Mail.
Huh? Was she an ethnic? Was she white? What
difference does it make, man?
Because I'm telling you now, yeah, as the great, what's his name said, Cedric the Entertainer says, if black people see somebody running, they don't know what happened, they're going to run and they're going to make up a story to say why they're running to. So that's what I'm asking. What
you didn't say they're going to make up a story.
Well, we know they are. Yeah, why would you run? Somebody else was running. I saw gunshots. You ain't seen nothing. You just running.
She was Mediterranean or whatever. But she's like, they're killing people on Oxford Street. Then there was another set of people running from a different direction. They're shooting.
Made you look,
bruv. Bare different stories.
There might have been somebody shooting. We just don't know, though. 'though.
Yeah, because it's still only a few hours after it's happened. The reports now that I'm hearing, because I'm I've read
Yeah.
is that there was no actual.
The police are saying there's no evidence of any shooting.
But who knows? Maybe in a day or two we'll find, or even maybe even after we finish recording this,
Bruv,
we'll find out. Oh, there was all this stuff.
I'll
and
tell
we
you
just
what's
didn't know about
happened.
it
I'll tell you what's happened.
Go on.
Westfield have done something.
Which Westfield?
Westfield as in the shopping centre Westfield.
Yeah,
No,
but
conspiracy. There we go.
there's none in. Oh, okay.
Westfield have done something, and so basically, because what happened
You
is all the
feel-
shops were shut down. Shut down.
So you feel that Westfield organised some sort of scare tactic
Yes.
to have either the West End shut down,
Yes.
or so that people would go to Westfield.
Yes.
Would you really leave West End after
On that note.
and then feel like you're going? I'm going
Oh my
Westfield.
God! Somebody tried to kill me. I need to get that TV.
Why, Black Friday is
It's a
peak.
serious thing, bro. I bet that all the people on the internet
Look,
did.
just before we started, you were looking for TV that you didn't even need. I don't. He actually said, "I don't need a TV, but I'm just looking for."
Yeah,
TV.
but it wasn't for me, was it?
It would have ended up being for you.
No, I've got my TVs.
These.
Yeah, that's how we.
So, but on the real, what do you think was happening there?
I think there is some kind of conspiracy. It's weird. It's very weird.
But it's very
It's like
fresh.
a drill
You want to hear a
almost.
bit
Yeah,
more,
I need to hear a bit more.
and then you'll flesh it out.
Because one set of people were saying, "Oh, it was a gang of 20 people that were fighting." I've heard
I think that could potentially be what.
that could potentially be what it is. But then also, I've heard so many different people who were pretending to be eyewitnesses talking about how they saw people shooting, and I'm just like, "Come on, shut up." Do you know what I mean? I saw people shooting.
Maybe somebody saw the thing though. Maybe somebody brought the thing out. It could easily be that somebody actually just brought out the thing. Nobody
Somebody
actually
could
licked
have
any shots.
clapped in the air.
Yeah, nobody actually licked any shots, and everybody just saw the man bring out the thing and just ran off. That can happen. How many times that happened in the rave?
These things
Yeah,
happen so
but-
fast, man. That you know, if you're not about that life, it's just,
Man, all you have to see is man bring out the thing, wave it around, bang, everybody's on.
I think the people were running more because of the armed police than anything. Because, but the time it took me to get from Regent Street to near Tottenham Court Road was long enough for people to have already dispersed, but yet still they were still running. It was a madness.
I don't know. But for me, people are scared, innit? Today there was a bomb in Egypt that killed
48 people, isn't it? 248
I
people.
thought it was 85 when I saw last.
Is it?
So you don't know, man. You don't know what's going on.
It's true, but deep.
So we end this thing.
let us end the thing on that morbid note.
This has been a dodgy podcast.
Yes, let's do the church notes and our goodbyes on the social media. So who's going first?
I'll go first. All right, so catch me at Big Wahala on Twitter. Catch me at Big Wahala on Insta. I want you to, man, if you get a chance, listen to Mace's diss against Cameron. Because the man goes in.
I heard a piece of it just
I
now.
didn't know that Mace was going in like that these days, but he's going in.
I thought he was a pastor now.
He's a pastor, but that's how the pastors move in America.
Jesus.
He got Jesus behind him. That's why he got gassed. So listen to that if you can. I think it's I can't remember what it's called now, but it's just look for the Mace Cameron diss. You should find it on SoundCloud. I'll tell you the name in a second. Actually, you do what you did.
Yeah, Simple Sam.
Simple Simon's in the place. About to be out. I tried to listen to some new music today to try and see whether or not I can give some recommendations. Yeah, no recommendations today, innit? So at Simple Simon FB on Twitter, that's where you catch me. Let's chop it up a bit.
The Oracle. That's the name of the diss track. The Oracle.
Mace, the Oracle. Going at
Cameron.
Killer Cam. Pink Boy Cam. All right, you two done?
Yeah.
All right, so Stavros Says this week, once again, Stavros Says is a weekly segment where Stavros will recommend something. And this week I'm going to recommend a couple of exhibitions. I haven't been to either one. And one of them I'm sure I'm not actually going to, but I'll recommend it either way.
How can you recommend something?
I can recommend you look at it. Whether you want to go or not is your own business. But maybe it's something you don't know about, and I'm just giving you the information that is there. One of them I'm going to go to. I was waiting to go to it and then recommend it. But if I was going this week, my day off this week, my daughter didn't go in. So we got up. I changed. I was getting ready to go out. And then, it was nap time for her. And I was so tired because I've been doing it early this week. We both just slept. We had a nice, long nap.
That's what happens with these children,
Nice, long nap. And I don't nap during the day, man. But she napped. She woke up in her car. I just picked her up and put her in the bed with me. I'm like, I'm not getting up. So we're sleeping here today. And then we slept for another hour in the bed. I was so tired. And then by the time I woke up, I'm like, it's too late now. But anyways, so that was to go to the Barbican and see the Basquiat exhibition. Basquiat he's passed on now. He was he's younger than, he's about the same age as you guys were. Or younger than, in fact, all of us. By the time he had died, he lived in New York in the 70s and 80s. And he was an artist, he was a musician, a DJ, so one of these Renaissance men, a black dude. In fact, he holds the record for the most expensive piece of art sold in a where did they sell this thing? In
auction.
In an auction by an American artist for I think like $100 and something million for one piece of art. Anyway, so a lot of his stuff has been sent down to the Barbican, and you can go there and view it all. And also, I think it's an interactive kind of thing as well. You can listen to some of his use of rap as well and stuff. So that's Basquiat in the Barbican. I think that's how much is that? That's £16, I think it is, if you want to go there. And the other thing that this is the one I'm not going to, but I know we have fans of his that listen to us, is a Prince exhibition. My Name is Prince. That's £27.50. Goddamn. Goddamn. And that is at the O2. And so it's just a bunch of his stuff, actually. So that's not something I'd want to go.
They did the Ali one, it seemed like that was one.
Where they raided his house. That, man was very, very private. But once he's dead, his estate was open, and his family just told him take everything. So you got his clothes, some of the things he wore in films, his instruments, some of his handwritten lyrics and whatnot. And you can go to the O2 and pay your £27.50 and walk around and look at his memorabilia. So those are my recommendations.
Yeah, just before we leave, I don't want to make it into a big topic, but we should really address the fact that Mnangagwa's gone.
Yes, true. We didn't talk about
and there was no hunger strike.
No, and the guy actually that was getting put into power, the crocodile they called him. Well, I think his name is Emmerson. I can't even say the surname.
Okay, go on.
And you know what? One of the first things he said he's gonna do.
What?
He promises compensation for the white farmers.
For fuck's sake!
Oh. What did Stavros say last week? In fact, what did we all say last week? We all said it.
Mugabe's right.
Are you being serious?
Mugabe's right.
I'm not being serious. It's one of the things he said.
You are being serious with me.
Yeah, I'm being serious. Sorry. It's one of the things he said. This is not. I'm just showing you this because somebody's taking a snapshot. But I've been reading things, and he actually said it in the address that he's going to, work with the white farmers, and he's going.
Mugabe was fucking right.
Like Mr. Wolf said last week, I'm hearing a bit more. It's the Chinese that were like helped this dude. And what do we know that the Chinese and the Koreans are doing in Africa right now?
Taking over.
Why?
Taking over. They're like DJ Khaled.
That's fucked, man.
I'm just saying, innit? So everybody that was saying Mnangagwa out, and I agree that it was time for Mugabe to leave, but he should have left it to the right people and the right succession. Yeah, that's what he should have been doing.
The coup shouldn't have been able to happen.
Yeah, he should have been doing it in his rightful. Should have been making sure that he had a good somebody that held his values, or some of the good values that he had, to pass it over to, which he thought probably this guy at the beginning, because that was his number 2. But look now, the first thing he's saying, Oyibo.
But let's see what happens.
We shall see.
You can give him the benefit. If Trump can have the benefit of the doubt, then this dude
I don't
can
give
have
Trump the benefit of the doubt.
But in the beginning, people said, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's saying what this dude did was he took it too far, which I think we all kind of agree. He did do some things that he did kind of take it too far.
Like what?
It's the way he did it, not what he did.
Yeah.
How did he do it?
He took the farmers away from the white people. No problem with that.
Yeah.
And then gave it to the people that don't know how to farm. That is
okay. That bit. Yeah. Okay. That bit. Okay.
So if he said to me that if he came out and said, I'm going to take the farms away from the people that don't deserve it and give it to the black farmers that or people that do deserve it, that's a different type of.
I'm taking it back.
They're saying you're going to give it to Igbo
because you can't give compensation for somebody that took something that doesn't belong to them.
To you in the first place.
There you go.
Because
the thing that they won't do for us.
Yeah,
we're doing for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So no, this is reparations for somebody that doesn't deserve reparations.
I'm not saying nothing.
Exactly.
That's like somebody coming into my house, squatting in my
fucking Goldilocks.
Come full circle, squatting in my attic. I finally get them out, and then they're saying, "Well, you need to give me compensation then because I've got nowhere to live. So you need to give me an allowance or pay for my hotel or something like that." That's what you're saying.
It's just ridiculous.
But it was my house. You told me to come here in the first place.
Hopefully we'll have more.
That's fucked up. That happened in my family. Anyway, go on.
It happens in every African family. Yeah, going forward, hopefully we'll see next week. Maybe there'll be more information about it so we can have a discussion about it next week. But I just wanted to drop that in there because it sickened me.
Okay. All right. Thank you all for listening to the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast. You can find me at Stavros Boss on all your social medias, and you can find us collectively universally and together as ESN Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at Eloquently Saying Nothing on Facebook. Join our page where we will push out information about stuff that we're doing. You can email us at esnpodcast@gmail.com. Send in your questions. Tell us if you don't want us to add your names. Or you know what I actually want to do? Start doing that. I want to do relationship advice. Because I think I'm actually good at that kind of stuff.
Well, I'll be on them thing there.
I would love, if you have a relationship problem or you would like some advice or something like that, man or woman, we can give it to you. Stavros will take point, and these other blacks will do the little, bits and bobs that I might miss out on. But we can help you with your relationships. In fact, we're all in relationships. Well, I think we're all decent men. So especially as a woman, if you're looking for a man, we can find out how you can nab a good man. Yes.
Nab a good man.
All right. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for listening. Did I say everything? Yes. All right. Peace. Later.
If you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
Slag for life.
You know, man, damn near forgot.
You what are you pointing at me for?
I don't do it.
I can't believe Man City's gonna give them stuff.
They're gonna give them the things that I'll give them, do something with them.
I'm upset. I'm fully upset about that.
That's deep, man.
Because I was looking to
not even a day.
Mugabe's not even dead yet, and he's turning in his grave.
Not even a couple hours. That man is probably gonna go and go straight now.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna say I told you so because he's been saying it.
I want to know how the Zimbabweans look.
I don't think something's telling me that they're not in uproar about it. I think they're
not getting any food, and they think this is what they're thinking now. For us to be able to get
let
back
the white man get back.
Yeah,
we start to export food and we can get food again.
That's how they're seeing it. That's how they're seeing it.
White man needs to save us.
Basically, that's saying shit again.
Not even saying they definitely need to save us, but for us to be able to get back into society again.
To be honest with you, Mugabe is the cursed blessing, because what he done was what black leaders needed to do. Fucked it afterwards, because he, like you said, the bit he done afterwards is messed it up. He could have been the success story, the one success story where man said, no, this ain't right, pushing them out, puts the right people in there, the economy goes back up, it just becomes a second Cuba. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but both Cuba and Zimbabwe, both countries had economic and trade sanctions put against them to make them worse than they were. So in Zimbabwe now they're going to release all these trade because they said you can't trade with them, you can't do this with them.
And all of a sudden it's going to go back up again.
Exactly.
So it's going to look more like Mugabe's the problem.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, now we're open to trade. All this stuff that we couldn't sell before, we couldn't buy, we couldn't bring in. Oh, we can do it now.
But this is the problem. This is where Africans should have been involved in. Africans should have been trading with Africa.
Yeah, definitely.
If you own the stuff you're trading,
that's true.
They don't own it.
The Zimbabweans don't have to